Almost on topic, but slightly off. Almost planned, but not enough. Almost in sequence when we all talk. Almost random conversations in tandem.
Though.
Hello,
Didn't go well.
and welcome to episode 24 of Almost Random. We took a 3-year break. We're back
We are back.
with a new cast. We got Troy,
Hey.
Mestamaker,
Yeah. First name
Alright.
only, please.
Dan Maslucci,
Hey.
and Pockets Agner.
Welcome.
And I am Joel Campos. You can find our email where Dan is the only one who sent in a request in the first 23 episodes at thearpodcast@gmail.com. Do you remember you sent an email?
Dude,
No.
what does that email say?
I don't remember what you sent in, but you just sent in a video and said, talk about this on the podcast. You literally just sent a YouTube link.
Oh, yeah, it was Doug Prishpreed.
I don't remember.
Douglas.
Douglas
Oh.
Pritchpreed.
won't
Yeah,
say
so the goal, I guess, is to just talk about random shit for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Troy is going to go
Almost.
first.
Yeah. I've been waiting to spill my heart out about this, and I've told my brother, not my mother, not my father, just my brother. So it's pretty big. So what I researched a bit. What was that?
Is this
Question?
about butt play?
No.
Okay.
This is a whole nother subject, but if yours is about that, I'm excited to make our way around. No, mine is about the history of thumb wrestling and who invented it and who started it and who created the rhyme, like the weird thing that
1,
you
2,
do.
3,
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep your thumb straight. 9, 10. Try to win. So 9, 10. Try to win is something I don't think is part of it.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I would always say that, and I thought that was the thing, but I might have just made that up as a child.
What do
But there's
historians say?
It's,
Do they say
oh
nine-
man,
nine
it's,
to 10?
So if you had to guess.
it was not included on the article I read, which is just Wikipedia. So I'm coming in with some hot sources.
It's the only source.
But it's also referred to as thumb war, which I don't know. I always called it thumb wrestling.
I think
Yeah,
I would
you
call
said
it
thumb
thumb
war in the
wrestling.
intro.
Yeah, thumb
1,
war.
2, 3, 4. I
I
declare
declare
thumb
I guess
war.
yeah, it's in like yeah, that's weird. I never even put that together. Okay, Pinochle, which is like another game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Apparently,
What is that?
Yeah,
isn't
it's
Pinochle like a card game?
I think it is. If it not, it involves a small ball. But it's probably
Okay.
a card game.
Could
Like
involve
croquet,
both, I
like
guess.
rich people games like shuffleboard with the concrete,
It's
Pinochle.
like
Okay, yeah,
Pinocchle's kind of
makes
like
sense.
bocce ball.
No, it's a card game. It's like a 48 card deck. It's like a different. Yeah, it's a different deck. It's like most decks 52 cards.
So,
So
but
you
people
just-
call thumb wars Pinochle?
Pinochle, yeah. Like, and then there's Pinochle War, which is New Zealand, so they're just all over the fucking place with adding
New
all
Zealand?
of it. And then French just calls it Guerre des Paus. I'm assuming it's just thumb war in French, but Wikipedia listed that as if like other countries weren't, like as if everyone else
Yeah.
says it in English except French.
Like,
Like even in Spain, they're like
does that
thumb war.
does that directly translate to thumb war though?
I didn't even research it. I'm just guessing. Like
Okay.
Guerres is kind of similar to.
I thought you
I'm-
said you did your research though.
Yeah, I did.
I've
I'm,
seen that.
there's like a lot, dude. There's so much
I
more.
thought we were taking guesses on the origins. Or do you already know?
I
So
mean,
that's the point of this.
it's up
this
for
episode.
debate. It's,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like, they
there's
don't even know.
There's a couple of people that are fighting for the certified.
Could you
Like
say that
I
this is a-
invented it.
Could you say this is a conspiracy?
I mean, I don't know. It gets pretty deep, honestly. There's some weird connections with the inventors and the ones that claim to have invented it, because it goes back to like the 30s and the 40s, like around wartime. It was a thing, and I just found that funny because I just imagine like two fronts, and they're just like, all right, we haven't been able to kill anyone in a while, so we're going to send out our best thumb wrestler. You guys do the same. And like the two fronts just like form a big ring, like a childhood like playground, and they just watch like the
Like
best
a-
soldier from each side thumb wrestle.
It's a tournament, actually. It takes place over a couple of days. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
is there a reason it's not on ESPN yet?
That's okay. So there was actually a show, a thumb wrestling show on Cartoon Network, 5 seasons. I have no recollection of ever seeing
Were
it.
they just tournaments? Just a lot
So I should have watched it. I was actually gonna pull it up and we could have watched it together, but I think it was more like they gave the thumbs personalities, and it was like pro
Oh my
wrestling.
God. So it was all fake.
It was all fake.
Okay.
Like,
I was
pro wrestling.
picturing like
Like a
two dudes
tournament?
like, oh yeah, I got
Was this related to the Thumbs film franchise?
Dude, no, it wasn't. But that was always
It's just
popping up in like.
Thumb Wars, like the same
is
as
a
the
Thumb
movie.
Wars.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
right.
saying.
No,
It's the
there-
same thing, same name.
There is a video, like called Thumb War from the Thumb film production, but I don't know. I imagine they probably
hold
had
on.
to get approved.
We gotta talk about the Thumb Wars movies, because those
I
were the
think so.
creepiest looking fucking.
Movies?
Yeah, have you ever seen these?
Nope.
It's literally just somebody's thumb, and then they just like.
Put like
Have,
a
have you,
face
have
on
you
it?
ever seen like the annoying orange YouTube videos from like years ago?
Nope.
They essentially put somebody's face on a thumb,
Oh, okay.
and then they just reenact movies like Thumb Wars was Star Wars.
Okay, like
Mhm.
Lego
They were-
Star Wars, but thumbs instead.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know what other ones were there. Do you remember?
There's
I'm gonna look it up.
There's a Batman one. There's a Titanic one.
I remember the Titanic one
Yeah,
vividly.
I remember
God,
the
vividly
Titanic.
one.
remember that one.
Wow.
And the thing
How
is,
would I not know
I
this?
didn't know what these were until like sophomore year of high school. I went to David Rachinsky's basement. He had all of them on VHS, and I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh, I'll show you. He's like, this is what I used to watch when I was a kid. And he like, I was like fucking mind blown that somebody took the time to make that, and then somebody bought them all.
I
That's
was like,
impressive,
that
yeah.
reminds me. Do you guys? I've asked this before, and no one has really verified if it's imaginary. There was a show or a movie where they would just get monkeys dressed up in costumes. They would do things, and then people would just dub voices to them. And I swear it's a thing, but I cannot find it on the internet.
If it's not a thing, that's your goal.
I think
Yeah,
I think it's
become a
called
pro.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
Just
just. Yeah.
Bob Saget doing the voiceovers.
It was like that, but it was just like you could tell there was like production value added. Like it wasn't home videos of people with animals. It was like, all right, we're gonna rent a monkey for a day, dress it up like a fisherman. The one I remember, they're on a boat and it's a recreation of Jaws. Like it's basically, it sounds like Thumb Wars. They just did movies,
But with
but
monkeys?
put monkeys in it,
Wow.
and then like they didn't even really dress them up like the characters. Like all the monkeys were just wearing yellow fisherman jackets. It's like they didn't wear that in Jaws.
All right, here we go. Here's some
Oh,
of
you mean
the.
it
Curious
didn't
George?
have a high production value?
I mean,
Curious
it,
George.
it looked all right. Was
Here,
this Thumb
here,
Wars?
here's some of the Thumb Wars movies that they
Alright.
I
made.
wonder whose thumbs they starred.
I don't know.
Are they like Pixar style or actual human thumbs?
Did anyone get
It's
a
human
job
thumbs.
after
Really?
doing
Yeah,
that?
no, it's
I
real
looked-
thumbs that they like dress up and
Use
draw
like
shit on.
some tilt
I
shift
looked
lens?
I looked at the Wikipedia and I didn't see any notable names. So. But that'd be hilarious if like Paul Rudd got started in
Yeah,
Thumb
Thumb
Wars.
Wars.
But anyway,
I was a thumb
After
Some-
he was
some
like
of
a
the
wedding
movies-
singer or a wedding drummer. he
some of the
became a Thumb
movies
War.
that they did was Thumbtanic, Bat Thumb, Blair Thumb, which is the Blair Witch Project, Fraken Thumb, The God Thumb, Hardware Wars. Oh, that's different.
That's not.
Yep. All right, then that's it.
must be
Alright.
offensive to people
That's a
without
lot.
thumbs.
Well, there's the Godfather one you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I'm like weirdly hunched, and it's like creating like tension in my shoulder muscles. Like my left arm is just like twitching. Just wanted to let all the listeners know
You
that
should straighten your trunk.
I'm trying, but then then I have to like hold the mic.
And by trunk, he means cock.
talk
Yeah, I could just lengthen my cock, then all my issues regarding tension would probably be gone, right?
All right, so back to the Thumb Wars. Troy.
Oh yeah. So there is
thumbs.
a lot more that I wanted to discuss, and we got off. So some people say that the game's over when the thumb is pinned to 3. I'd say most people. I've never
Yeah,
played. Like sometimes
I'd
it's
say
like
Some people.
you're just
They're
like,
like
I'll do it to
cheap.
10.
Have you seen like
Like
arm
when
wrestling?
they
is on-
they pull the finger.
Yes.
Yeah, arm
There's
wrestling's
that
on,
move where you pull the finger up.
Mhm.
Arm wrestling's on ESPN, but thumb wrestling is not. So there's not as clear of the rules. But yes,
Oh, yeah.
continue.
Yeah, no, there's definitely foul play, and
I
there's
don't think you need it
rules.
that close.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Foul play is like.
I just want to get
extra
real
fingers.
intimate with
You
the
can't.
mic.
It's not no longer a thumb war if you bring another finger in. You know?
Right, exactly. And like
Disqualified.
some people like sneak attack, and it's like that
No.
is like against the
But also,
the proclamation of war.
Is there-
Wartime rules do not allow for
is there an
sneak
official
attack.
rule set? Is what I'm wondering. Because like, do you have
kind of,
to
yeah.
like keep your hands down while you do it?
Yeah.
Or like, can you just like start jerking somebody's arm towards you?
there is no
Because that's a
leaning.
completely other tactic.
That's
No
crazy.
leaning or tilting. This is according to the San Francisco Chronicle, which so this is also a weird
Huge
thing.
debate there.
There's a guy at the San Francisco Chronicle that won like 3 thumb wrestling events, And then I noticed like most of the things about thumb wrestling are coming from San Francisco Chronicle. So I feel like it's like all this information is coming from one guy that was good at thumb wrestling and is trying to like validate it and be like, no guys, I'm like really good at this intense thing. Like it's in the newspapers and it's like, yeah, you wrote that article. Like, why are you making this a thing?
He's probably
was,
bad
like,
at
about it.
probably bad at arm wrestling. So you try to
Yeah.
come up with his own.
And the next
Do
best thing.
they use the arm wrestling
Legacy.
tables?
That's what I was
For
gonna
thumb
say. You have to have thumb
So I
wrestling.
Like the
think
post that you hold
You
around
grab
to?
onto like a
I-
little piece right here, and then your thumb is like knuckles with the other guy.
See,
Yeah,
this is
I
all
can
these
see
things
that.
could be solved if we watched the Thumb Wrestling Federation show, which I didn't pull up because I'm lazy and
You didn't bring a clip?
I did not bring a clip, but it was
Well,
on
but-
Cartoon Network and it was
But
5
that was
seasons. So I was
completely
like,
scripted, so
that's true. Yeah, we can't take that as like fact. We would need like a video documentary of the event because there are events.
there's got to be
There's
one on
tournaments,
Netflix.
I'm sure.
What kind of training is required for these sports? You have to
Yeah, true.
excessive gaming.
It's
or
just like one of those like grip things, just
Yeah.
nonstop
But
all
you got
day.
the big meaty part of your thumb though. That's like a cross motion.
And like some people are double jointed. I imagine they're probably very good
They
at
just
thumb
have, like
wrestling.
mini resistance bands.
Yeah, right.
They're probably really good at handshakes too.
Ooh, yeah.
was that-
Very firm
that happened
Or
handshakes.
like they
too,
take extra care of their hands, so like I don't shake hands.
Yeah.
I'm wrestling later tonight.
I got a
Like
match.
don't
the
wanna- it-
Zoolander, like hand protector.
Got a glass
When,
case filled with pure O2.
When Tim broke his thumb, he had a resistance band that they made him use for
Oh, to
strengthening
build
his
strength.
thumb muscle. Yeah.
Oh man.
So it's literally like a rubber band.
Have
You
any of
wrap
you?
it around the back of your finger here and goes around the back of your hand?
So he'd probably be able to answer all of these
That's
questions.
it.
Yeah.
He's
Has anyone
he's got a
thumb
robo
wrestled
thumb.
him lately?
robo thumb, dude.
You're
Careful.
getting too close.
Oh,
You're too close now.
sorry, I'm topping out. No, so no one's thumb wrestled Tim lately to
No.
see if like no. All right. I guess I thought about this because maybe it's strange. It was another bachelor party that brought this to my attention, but there's a brother of. I was just at a bachelor party last night. Sorry.
I feel like a better topic would have been the long talk.
yeah, the long donkey is a whole nother thing, and it's like seriously, I think maybe the funniest thing I was a part of ever in my life. Like, it was so fucking funny.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
I could not stop laughing. I think I cried.
If you don't know what long donkey is, YouTube it.
YouTube, there's a video of like
Long
it's a
Johnson?
Greek.
Yeah, Long Johnson.
Is it the
Greek.
cat that says that?
It's funny. The person's name that was getting married was Johnson. So
Dude,
like
it's
a
like
long
a cat that
Johnson,
says,
a long donkey
Like,
Johnson. or
The
something.
thing that you can't, it's not even something you can explain.
Yeah,
You
it's-
just have to see pictures
Yeah,
or
it's a
Google
visual.
it.
Our audio
you
audience
gotta
wouldn't
pull
understand.
up. There's a video we watched, and it's a good one. It's a children's game from Greece, but
All the kids are like 13, 14 in the video.
the video and like it's something that only I feel like 30-year-old, 30-something drunks do, and like 13-year-old Greek children, and there's like no one else that participates in it. But yeah, the long donkey's a whole nother thing. Oh, another thing I was gonna bring up. Does anyone know like bubblegum in a dish?
Yeah.
Like, who do you think invented that? This was like, I just got on a whole like, there's a lot of children rhymes. I wonder who made all of those.
Well, some of it's like from way back in the day, like, because it used to be kind of racist, right?
Bubblegum in a dish.
dish?
How
Yeah,
many
how-
pieces do you wish?
Yeah,
How
what
was
about
that
spearmint?
racist?
Do you
No,
really have to
no, there was
I
another
don't
one.
even
No,
mint.
there was another one. I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of
It's
racist
the
back in
same
the day.
thing, but it just replaces one word of a racial slur.
Probably.
Bubblegum in a racial slur. How many pieces do you wish? Yeah, something like that. That could be. I mean, that's just good old fashioned fun.
Can't be that old. I don't think bubblegum has been around for that long.
Ooh, true. We'd have to go back to at least like bubblegum. When was that invented? Do you think Bazooka
a good
Joe wrote
question.
this shit? Old Bazooka
When
Joe.
was bubblegum invented? Early 1900s?
I don't know. I didn't research that, guys.
When they
There's
ran
a
out
lot
of-
more thumb wrestling stuff I want to get into. So.
I thought you knew the tangents we were going to go down and research every possible outcome.
No, that would have been insane. My brain would not have been able to do that. The amount of tangents. I mean, God, once I got to bubblegum, who knows where I would have gone from there? I would have gone to Bazooka Joe, and then I would have been like, when were bazookas invented? I mean, it was basically just. I guess I'm only interested in when the things were invented, and then I don't care anything else about it.
Nothing else.
True, but sorry. Let's see. So
So we don't know
there's
when thumb wrestling was invented.
I'll get to that. Don't worry. There's an annual competition. It's held by a foundation, the 826 Valencia Foundation. Didn't research them at all.
It's gotta be also.
So
California.
God knows if that's
Great
even a
job.
foundation. Yeah, thanks guys. It holds an annual competition, and it was again. So the San Francisco Chronicle book editor Oscar Villailan won it 3 times, and I think he's really just like trying to get this thing more like, no, it's a real thing, guys. Like, it's obviously a thing, but he's like, no, it's a sport. Like,
Sounds like he's the Zodiac killer.
yeah, he could be. I mean, the amount of effort he's going to make thumb wrestling big. I mean, when it didn't, it probably broke his fucking brain. He probably just lost it, killed like however many people they think the Zodiac guy killed. What, 18?
That was the San Francisco Chronicle.
And then like, what's crazy? What's crazy is that like, if you think about it, so the Zodiac Killer didn't write anything. It was all like stuff cut out of magazines, like a lot of magazines in San Francisco Chronicle. Got a lot of letters. Was it like handwritten? Oh, but it was like written?
I think so, yeah.
That's weird. Okay. Well, my thought about that is out.
Back to the more interesting topic.
Yeah, okay.
Thumb wrestling.
Thank you. Keeping me on track, Dan. So Paul Davidson, some guy, claims his grandfather, Bernard Davidson, invented thumb war in 1940. And just the fact that someone's claiming that, I think is absurd. So I just love that. Paul Davidson, love you. Keep doing whatever you're doing to like.
He's just trying to get his cash grab, trying to get that money,
trying to get that 826 Valencia Foundation royalties that are coming in here.
Oh yeah, all those.
But sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I bet they invented thumb wrestling to get out of finger traps. Only way out of this trap is to beat me in a thumb war, guys.
So you think the Chinese invented it?
Yeah, this is an ancient craft.
Interesting.
Mastered and forgotten.
It's funny. These are all like white people that are claiming this. So I'm sure the Chinese people are just laughing, like we invented that thousands of years before you fucking idiot.
Yeah, they're just not saying anything
because it's thumb wrestling. But so he said Bernard Davidson invented it. But so interesting enough, Paul Davidson is. He has been verified. He was the one that revealed the true identity of the Six Flags dancing old man. That's what he's credited with.
It was a woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He revealed the true identity of that
So
person.
that's his real claim to fame.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I saw that. And I
Not
just was
being
like,
the heir to the
oh man,
What an ass.
thumb wrestling fortune.
So immediately, then I just wrote in my note, just goes, wow, what a douche.
Great note.
But I think he's out there. So he was trying to like reveal identities of things. I think that's because there's another claim to who invented thumb wrestling. It's a man named Julian Koenig, who I didn't know anything about him, but apparently he's regarded as like maybe the best copywriter of all time for like advertising. Like he invented some ad campaigns that were voted like extremely
Plagiarant?
No. He wrote campaigns that were like touted as like, see, these are really good campaigns. Like, there's one I don't know how dated it was. It was a Volkswagen campaign. It was like, let me see what the actual campaign was before it was
Could land at 10,000 leagues, brother.
Yeah.
That one?
The crazy Jamaican Volkswagen ad,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
Vidavia.
Vidab in the house.
So yeah, you guys should send the royalties to
Julian.
ar@gmail.com. AR podcast. What is it?
I don't know. I think it's the AR podcast at gmail.com. Or hit us up on Twitter at almost random with 2 M's.
Yeah, support us on Patreon. We already have four patrons.
I don't know who I don't know who they are though.
Patreon sounds like what Voltron would. Yeah, I'm out. No.
Okay.
This one, I don't know. I'm in a childish state of mind thinking about thumb wrestling.
We'll give you a mulligan on that.
Cool.
Think about it.
So Julian Koenig, he says he invented it in 1936.
Oh,
I don't know when he claimed that, but I'm sure it was after Paul Davidson, because like no one's gonna be like, I invented it in 1940. It's like, well, yeah, this guy already said 1936, so that means you already didn't invent it, you dummy. So this guy probably came out later and was like, no, mine was 4 years earlier than Bernard Davidson. Yeah, titillating stuff, guys. Exhilarating, I know.
yeah, dude. It's when a handshake goes wrong. Only way to settle that.
Ooh,
Battle this out.
I like that. When you just like fuck up a handshake and someone grabs your fingertips, just start like moving your thumb around and you're like, all right, are you seriously doing this?
So the consensus is that it was invented sometime in the 20th century.
Yes, between 36 and 40 is what it sounds like, 1936 and 40. But this man, Julian Koenig, he says he invented it at Camp Greylock. Turns out that's the longest running camp in America. So this guy's got a lot of like
campfire
cool stuff about him. Like, I don't know
Does
if
he,
I'd ever
though?
want to meet him. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know if I'd ever want to meet him, but reading these things seemed very funny to me. Like, this guy was at the oldest, like, he's really buttering that story up. He's not just like, I invented it sometime at summer camp. He's just like, no, I was at the premier oldest summer camp in the world in Boston, in America, not the world. He's like, and that's where I invented this amazing thing for children to enjoy forever. And then
And
the
adults.
other guy was so I guess I forgot Bernard Davidson. They said he invented it like during war. Like during war, he was in the war and he invented it. And I was like 1940.
Makes
like,
sense.
I don't know history at all, so this is my ignorance. But
Yeah,
was that World War II? 1940? Were we still in that? Were we even in the
it was
war yet?
41.
I shouldn't even
right?
tell you.
Started in
Yeah.
41.
Yeah, I just hate America. So I just don't want to know about it.
Random numbers. Yeah, so their guns and tanks are way better, but fucking our thumbs, watch out.
Yeah.
We're taking them down, one thumb at a time.
We started it.
Yeah.
We started the movement.
So Julian Koenig, a great ad campaign. Voted Think Small was the VW ad campaign. Don't know anything about it.
That's
I'm a Toyota guy. I'm Toyota guy.
Yeah.
So I'm really not coming in with Volkswagen knowledge.
I think it was when they re-released the Bug. That was yeah.
Okay.
It's a 2000s thing.
I gotta take a moment to say, do not follow up a large glass of coffee with a beer. It tastes very bad in my mouth. You gotta give it like a
Disagree.
5-minute.
Disagree.
I'm doing just fine.
That's like
I'm not a
personal issue,
fan.
Joel.
It's like all mixing in my stomach, and
It's like making
As the-
a
as
milk
things-
stout in your stomach.
yeah,
Things
pretty
tend to
much.
do in the stomach.
It's just
where-
this PBR
Coffee
is
stout.
essentially just like drinking a Guinness right now.
Yeah, right.
If you think
At the
about
end
it,
of the day, yeah, it gives it.
the stomach is like the melting pot of the body, similar to how America is the melting pot of the world.
And then stomach acid is.
And you know what they say about America?
Intrusive ad.
They
culture.
invented thumb wrestling.
It's what everyone. It's the first thing when I hear America. I immediately just think of two huge thumbs duking it out.
Yeah,
These thumbs
or
are huge.
it's-
If they're not doing it out, they're reenacting Star Wars.
It's a political party actually. There's people. The left use their left hand, right use their right hand in war. It's the battle. It's the main political argument. Right
Yeah.
now. Should we left or right hand?
What
I
if
haven't thought about that. Yeah, it's like I wonder if it's required. Like, no, it's only right. Like, is arm wrestling like it has to be
that's-
right hand? I
There
think like
got to
you
be different
decide,
leagues. It's
right?
got to be different leagues,
Yeah.
like 16-inch versus 12-inch softball.
Mhm.
Different league.
A league of their own has.
Can't leave us lefties out, right?
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about that. Like, I don't know if it's because I had shoulder surgery on my right one, but it was like I would never arm wrestle with my right arm. First of all, I'm throwing you a curveball. Like, we're going left-handed, so
Yeah.
fuck everything you thought was gonna happen in this arm wrestling. I'm taking you down lefty.
Yeah, wonder if that's a thing. You got to be prepped for both. Maybe each match they're gonna be like, oh, this one's doing left hand. Oh, this bracket, you guys got it right.
No,
Get it
but
right.
then I've seen pictures of like arm wrestlers, like professional arm wrestlers, and like
Oh,
I feel
arm
like
wrestler.
one arm is like way bigger
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
other.
oh, yeah,
Like,
that's very
pro
true.
players. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, so they got to be righty.
Oh yeah, they definitely have leagues. I don't think they do even left. They probably don't even do left hand.
Oh,
Leaving us out.
there's a thing. So there's a thumb wrestling tool. There's a ring, and you both. It's a ring, and then you both put your thumbs into it. So I imagine it goes to like here. Then you're both like locked into like a plastic.
Oh,
box.
like a mini
so
wrestling
it's like this? Like if my finger was sticking out of
I-
inside the table?
I think so. Yeah, something like that.
That's very weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's very
So
restricting too.
It would be.
I feel like that would really hurt, like this part.
I think when they say ring, I don't know, maybe like a plastic like something. So I think you can't like. That seems like I don't know. When I read that, I was like, that just seems like too much, and it would inhibit the integrity of the win and or loss. So more about Julian Koenig, because this guy's a real straight shooter. He just decided he's like, this is against advertising rules. I'm gonna make an IPO. My advertising company's going public, and I'm gonna make a lot of money because I guess advertising agencies weren't publicly traded.
Oh.
So then he was like, well, let's do that, and I'm gonna just print money because I'm Julian Koenig, the inventor of thumb wars. So I deserve millions of dollars, and I will get it any way I can.
Yeah, that will be on his grave.
Um,
Best, most original thumb warist.
His gravestone is just two large thumbs. Like usually there's
Sticking out of the ground,
Like-
fighting each other.
Like they have those horses. Yeah. They have those horses that like their hooves are like touching, I think.
Yeah.
And then it's like just two big thumbs that are like kissing.
They're like
on top.
10
They're
feet
warring.
tall.
Two thumbs that are warring.
Oh.
One's just crumbling. The other one's just like perfectly intact.
Oh, nice. I like it. Maybe like a nuclear bomb kind of like mushroom.
Like it's
cloud in the
fading away?
distance. Yeah. But he had a fucking ego. He's like,
Sounds
I
like
also
it.
coined Earth Day, so fuck all of you guys. I'm also the creator of Earth Day. And he
think
said
that
it's
would
because
be-
it's on his birthday. And I was like, this guy sounds like a real fucking tool.
I think, yeah, that would be easier to prove. Earth Day thing. That's like in calendars and like real. That's a real thing.
That is also up for debate. There's other people claiming that they invented
There you
Earth
go.
Day. So this guy's just shrouded in secrecy and lies.
I think he's a pathologic liar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's insane.
That's
like
all-
to think that somebody could invent both of those two, like
Wait, he worked in marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think someone who worked in marketing
could just make a
Could-
holiday,
or at
like
least
that.
copyright Elm Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're right.
Could have made so much money when the Elm Wars movie was made.
Interesting.
Get
You think he
paid
got a
royalties.
Yeah.
slice? What if they did a
Or
Thumb
when,
War movie about Earth Day and then he's just raking in doubling down on the income then?
It made millions when Spy Kids came out.
Yeah, billions even. The amount of times I've seen that movie.
So,
Yeah, half of that's from just Joel watching it alone.
Yeah, watching Spy Kids 3D in my fucking living room with the stupid ass glasses on.
that was the first Spy Kids. I remember that was the first time I held a $2 bill in my hand. And I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this forever because it was like,
Wait, why were you holding on to a $2 bill at Spy
How
Kids?
is that related?
Yeah.
It's not, but so we were at Spy Kids and it was someone's birthday, and they were just like had $2 bills, and he got a bunch of them for his, or maybe he got a bunch for his birthday. He was just like, hey, have this. It was actually the kid I think that was at the bachelor party last night. I think so. Weird connections all over this, but yeah, he just gave me a $2 bill, and I was like, oh, dude, this is worth like $5.
Dude, in 10
Nah,
years, this
only 2
$2
months.
bill is gonna be worth 50.
Yeah, that was my mindset.
Did you buy it from him for $5 or did you?
I hope not, but I totally could see myself doing that. So, especially as a kid, like I was buying action figures and probably $2 bills every weekend. I just like,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
couldn't tell you the
Empty
last
my
time
bank.
I saw a $2 bill.
Kurt had like 10 of them at one
I
point.
paid you in them.
Yeah, I know.
I had no cash, and I was like, here you go. I
like-
gave you 6 of them at $12. Yeah, and those are from losing my teeth as a kid.
Yeah, that's right.
Every time I lost a tooth, I get $2 bills.
You saved them for like
And then you gave him all the Troy because he
give
bought
me
you
probably-
pizza.
for like half a gram of weed or something. He's like, here's like $10 and $2 bills. I'm like,
It was definitely like food, like pizza. But no, that's hilarious. Like, yeah, they're cool. They're really crisp. They were printed in '78. Very crisp bills. They're
All of them?
Yeah, they're all from the same year.
Wow. How many were printed?
Total?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hundreds of millions? I don't know.
I don't know,
lot.
man, that'd be
They stopped printing them, I think.
Yeah, I think they did.
You could still get them and use them. They're still
Yeah.
in circulation for sure, but
so. I still have a lot to talk about. I feel like I'm just like
No, that's
just
fine,
taking
dude.
a lot of. All right.
Go on, this is
Well,
interesting.
So
This is the Troy
Julia
episode.
Koenig, do you guys listen to NPR at all?
Nope.
no.
Great. So this is a perfect crowd for this.
I was just
this is
assuming
much
anybody
better.
listening to NPR is just psycho.
And
Like,
you-
I got into an Uber to go to a comedy show a few weeks ago, and this guy was just like, his hair was literally just everywhere. He was wearing like gym shorts, high knee socks, gym shoes. He was like my age.
I want to be that.
I was
guy.
like, this guy is fucking insane.
It sounds like the kind of person that drinks coffee daily. It just never cleans their mug, so it's got
Yeah.
stains all over it.
Yeah.
What a fucking great way to describe someone.
Well,
like
the
that's
thing
what
is-
I do, but it's
Is
like,
that
fuck,
mug that
a lot of
you
people
used?
don't
I think
do
had a
that?
stain
Alright.
in
It
it.
did.
A ring?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I don't
you
know
clean
who
that,
I don't know who used it. Oh no, I've tried scrubbing the shit out of
Really?
that thing. There's
Oh.
there's like a stain on the side of it too.
It must have been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it does that.
Coffee mugs, man.
So NPR. Reason I brought that up. Julia Koenig, his second wife, Sarah. I put her name in italics. I don't know why.
And you know a
That's
lot
weird.
about this guy.
Not
Second wife. How many kids do you have?
8 with
37.
the first wife. And
Did
then
he copyright all of
17
them?
With the second wife. He copyrighted all their
Copyrighted his
names
kids.
and named them all after holidays. He had Valentine's Day.
Copyright all of his kids.
Yeah, you had them. They were all on like a big calendar, you know, like a monthly calendar. He had all of his kids for each month. But
So hold on, what would copywriting your kid even mean? Like,
That means
if
everything
they get hired by a company, you get to charge the company for using your kid.
Must be. I don't know. He gets royalties for every dollar his kids make. Totally thought he was egotistical, right?
Like,
So-
just like can't find a job anywhere because they're like, well, we don't want to fucking pay some guy 10 cents on the dollar for every dollar we pay you.
Good thing we still have stock in the kids.
I don't know. This guy did love IPOs, so he's just issuing out like, "Oh, dude, my kid's gonna be big. I think I'm gonna take him public. Get him up on the
Publicly trade my
NYSE, get him up on the stock exchange, and then like It's just like all these companies like Apple, then it's
And
just
then
like
Troy.
Yeah, it's just like a kid's name, and it's like just tanking. Like, oh god, dude, like he had a bad day at school, and his stock is just fucking dropping. Like,
That's some
sell this kid right now.
Kid
that's
got a
some
seat?
Truman
I know.
Show shit.
It sounds like a really healthy way to have a parental like kid relationship.
I'd
Oh,
sell
for
all my
sure.
kids' stock though. Screw that.
Yeah, I would sell it to the highest bidder the first chance I had. Anything over like pennies.
They're just
you
each-
got a dime for it? Yeah.
They're each just one share. So he's got it's just like one Bitcoin's like $9 million when this comes out anyway. He's kidding.
You're gonna want to buy now.
There's only one share to be had though.
Buy Bitcoin.
Supply
right
and demand,
now.
yeah.
If you didn't already know, this whole podcast is just trying to subliminally tell you to buy Bitcoin so that the prices go up and we can cash in.
I mean, I already bought it the absolute worst fucking time. When
You
it was at,
did
like,
buy it at a pretty bad
20,000.
time.
I literally bought it when it was at its
That's
peak,
days
and then
before it
immediately
crashed.
dropped. Yeah, it was just a little amount. I was like, "This is a cool social experiment." Then immediately, I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot."
That's
But
so
watch, it's gonna if it ever goes up again.
That's true.
And you're
It's
set.
only about like a quarter of what I bought it at now, so it's got to go up
Yeah,
like
it's-
300%, and I'm back to even, baby.
Guys, wait till it gets to 9 million.
True. But so his second wife produces This American Life, which I know is an extremely popular podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and also Serial. So
Yeah.
he seems to be on the breaking edge of podcasts, so I don't know if I should be talking about him on this media.
This podcast has already been shut down.
Yeah, we're about to get raided.
Swatted.
Julian Koenig did not like anything I've had
He
to say
actually
about it.
copyrighted podcasting in
I
general.
believe it. Yeah, that was his second child. So I'm just gonna get to the final kind of part of my thing. So that aired on Cartoon Network, Thumb Wrestling Federation, TWF. That was the program title. Mimicked professional wrestling. There was the Dexteras, which I thought was cool because like dexterous.
Oh, that's
Dextera is
cool.
like dexterous, and then there was just Sinistras. I think it was Sinistras, like they're sinister. But every time I see it, I just think of like Frank Sinatra just like thumb wrestling some stupid like pool like hall jerk. I don't know why I imagine Frank Sinatra in a pool hall.
That's a fun visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back. You know, everyone smoked cigarettes, played pool, thumb wrestled.
That was his big thing. People don't realize Sinatra.
That's how he got most of his roles.
Mm-hmm. Like him and that other guy. from
Dean
the
Martin?
Rat Pack. Yes, thank you. I was like, I saw his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't remember his name. He was like, oh yeah, because I don't
Yeah.
care about that music at all.
So
In Vegas, they have like there was like a pretty iconic like location, I guess, and like they like have all their footprints like in the concrete. They like bronzed over it now to preserve it, but
All
it's
the
just
Rat Pack?
yeah, all four of them.
Nice. Did they actually
This is not that kind of
destroy the
podcast.
Trump star?
Sorry.
Has this Trump star been vandalized?
I have no idea.
I saw
think
pictures
so.
of it. I
Yeah,
thought it was
Yeah,
like
it
I
was
think someone
destroyed for
fucking
the
jackhammered
second
it or
time, I
something.
think.
second time. Yeah.
Oh, was it like a big
It's
So,
one?
so they keep putting a new one in.
I don't know.
I'm sure Trump's paying them to put new ones
Dan,
in
you're the one that
too.
destroyed
I'm
the star.
sure.
Tell us more.
Well,
did
I
they do?
know some people thought Mark Hamill did it because
Really?
he like jokingly
like
did it
hinted
to
at
Jimmy Kimmel's.
Oh, okay.
Well, he just
But, like,
accepted
yeah.
the idea to everyone.
I've
But
seen
it's
that
just like a
watches
people
joke.
Jimmy Kimmel.
peeing on it and stuff.
It was just publicity, but this is like way too far.
Kind of
Yeah.
dumb because it doesn't do anything. All
Yeah.
it does is some guy has to go out
It
there.
promotes.
and, like,
if
clean it
anything,
up.
it just gets Trump's name out there more.
That's true.
I think it's
I
good.
mean,
He's got
it's
plenty
out
of
there now.
exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm just saying that's just one more reason for people to talk about Trump.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely.
And now we're doing it. God damn it, Thumb Wars.
Yeah.
Back to
Yeah,
it.
well, actually, so Thumb Wrestling Federation, we all know Trump loved wrestling. He actually backed the Thumb Wrestling. No, I'm just joking. It'd be amazing if he did that.
No, I think Trump was actually in WWF at one
He
point.
was on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
ridiculous.
What do you-
Knee.
yeah, he's got small hands. Do you think he'd be good
Didn't he
at thumb
shave-
wrestling or
He
bad at
shaved
thumb
Vince
wrestling?
McMahon's head.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
got the
Do you think
advantage.
like really big hands are good for thumb wrestling or like tiny little hands? I
It
imagine
depends.
big hands.
I'd imagine as
I,
well.
As long
Like
as
yeah,
the dexterity to size ratio has
But
to be
then-
just right.
It's the basketball.
yeah, because I
of-
feel like if your thumb's too
hand
small,
sport.
they can't pin you, but then you also don't have the reach to pin them.
So it'd be like it'd just be like a draw every time,
Yeah, you would lose every time.
and then it
That's-
goes to a rock paper scissors tournament when that happens. So.
And then there's a whole completely other podcast related to that.
Yeah. But so the Dexteras were protagonists. The Sinistras were the heels. There was a title that each team coveted. I don't even know why I wrote that. Of course, there's a title. It's fucking wrestling. And the hosts were two retired thumb wrestlers. there was Colonel Cossack and Newt Knuckle. So just from those first two names, I'm like, oh shit, I cannot wait to hear what other hand puns these guys got. And then like there's not that many. Like
So this was on. This was Adult Swim or just Cartoon Network?
Maybe Adult Swim. What was
I
that one,
can
Celebrity
imagine.
Deathmatch? Maybe it was on like before or after that show. I feel like they'd be like a nice
I think
hour slot.
wasn't that a Comedy Central show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's from
Yeah.
Cartoon Network. They were probably fighting. Those two shows were going up head to
I
head.
highly doubt that.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't
Yeah,
wanna,
Celebrity
like, divide-
Deathmatch. If that got revived again, that'd be fucking great.
Oh yeah, that was a great show.
I love that show.
Okay.
Oh, I also love Claymation.
Yeah, that's true. Claymation's really.
It's impressive.
And I think the ways they would like fight and like the things they would do was like kind of Mortal Kombat. They would just be like, oh, they're just gonna do some weird. They found really interesting ways to like fucking kill people. A little bit morose, but I found it hilarious. They still would now. So one of the other guys' name is Page Boy Skull. Like that's what I'm talking about. It goes like Colonel
Like vodka?
Cossack. Great, that's like a hand. No, not like the vodka. That'd be goddamn sinister.
Like
He'd be
skull, like your head.
Oh, he became Senator Skull. Yeah, he became Senator Skull after he was denied the title. He's like, I deserve this. I've earned this title. And there's like, Newt Knuckle was like hard, like, fuck, no, you don't. Like, this is my title. I'm the president. And he's like, well, I'm going to become Senator Skull. He's like, fine. Get the backing of the public. They're not going to help you when we're fighting thumb to thumb. And this caused a rift between Newt Knuckle and Phineas Finger. Phineas D. Finger.
Man, that he could be good at so many other things than just thumb. Thumb isn't a finger, is it?
No, it's, I don't know. That's a
So
good debate, too.
he
What do
really
you guys
should
feel
fix
about
that name because he's way inaccurate with all that.
I mean, I've heard it both ways. And then I've, like, to be fair, I think the people that are like, yeah, it's a finger, they're very, like, mellow. But then the people that are like, it's not a finger, it's like, oh, you're so uptight about this. Like, you really care about the thumb. You want it to be all special. So sweet. Look at you. And then you just, like, pet their thumb a little bit.
Literally never heard someone have this
Wait, so
conversation.
I guess brief
What?
side note: is there like a category for these sports, like arm wrestling, like there's got to be a whole sub, like spelling bee? It's just why is that on sports? Why is that considered? I don't get it.
Oh, why?
It's gotta be.
Competition
It's gotta be
has-
somewhere.
It's not
Competition
an
has to be involved.
It's not an extreme sport. You know, it's like
It's pretty extreme,
Or
though.
can it get? It can. I guess
Well,
it can.
Trying to
didn't it
spell
used to
stuff
be
all
on
straight.
ABC?
Huh?
Didn't it used to be on ABC?
Thumb wrestling?
No, the spelling bee.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good point.
He was on ESPN.
I know it is now.
Oh, yeah. I know
Oh,
what
it
you mean,
used to
like,
be?
it once-
I think it used to be. I don't know. Because I know
Probably
that.
on
I think
FX.
they're owned by the same company though.
Really, dude.
both owned
It's
by
scary those
Disney.
who owns those media companies. Like so many different people.
And now
Lot
it's
of
just
money.
Disney.
Yeah, now it's just Disney, and then
Yeah, I'm just
Google.
waiting for Kylo Ren to get his own segment on Sports Center.
Oh god. But I don't know. So some people refer to those types of games as miniature martial sports.
There you go. See,
So
perfect.
That's a thing. That's again San Francisco Chronicle. Dude is trying hard to get this thing legitimized. It's very heartwarming and also just like, dude. Get
What
your
about
shit together.
what about toe thumbs? Do they count, or they get bonus, or are they like handicap? You know, like
Do you think they'd
toe
be good
thumbs?
or
you know
bad?
toe thumbs?
Yeah.
Like your big toe.
No, like you're
Like yeah,
just,
they
it's
graft
like a
big
gene.
toes to thumbs to get you a bigger edge in the wrestling movie.
Oh.
No, it's just like the way people's hands are. Like some people just have a really wide, weird thumb. Like for
They
my
usually
brother,
mean
for
that.
example. And then Megan Fox apparently has toe thumbs.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's just a weird, wide.
Yeah, they're like
stubby-
really.
It's like a
Gross.
leg thumb. You know? Like
Leg?
hand
Oh,
to
well,
leg.
what?
Leg?
What?
Yeah, like a leg is to an
Foot-
arm.
Foot thumb?
This thumb is an arm, and it's like a leg.
All right.
thick
you
thumb.
lost me. But I'm about to probably lose all you
It's
guys.
the leg of my hand. Yeah.
I just wrote down a lot of their names because I just wanted to say them out loud because I didn't want to do that alone when I was sitting at my computer. Just like start saying things out loud. But so there's one guy called Hometown Huck. So it's like there's a bunch of thumb puns, and then it's just like, all right, let's
They
like,
gave up.
yeah, they just gave up like halfway through. A guy called Wasabi, Mr.
Hold on.
Extremo.
I would probably guess that wasabi was pretty racist.
Yeah, this was like probably early 90s.
Yeah.
Just as
Yeah.
racist as this.
Yeah,
That's
dude, I
racist.
saw that when I pulled it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
racist
all of them
beers.
are like that.
Is this
Oh,
commemorating
mine's normal.
something?
I don't know.
Mine's
It doesn't really say anything.
They say the
This
racist
episode brought
chooses
to you
the
by-
can, or the can chooses you.
But they do always design them. I think ours are all the same though.
Or are they?
Yeah.
I don't speak that
And
language.
we're sponsored by PBR. Today,
I
folks,
fucking
so
wish.
it'd be
If
amazing.
we had just had like a kegerator in the middle of this table inside of it to where we could just like tap beer out. Oh man.
I'd die and go to heaven and come
Anyone
back
from
to take more
PBRs
beer with
listening?
me. It might be. But so then there's also Danny Kaboom, the Big Time, which I'm pretty sure that's already a real wrestler. Big Time.
Big
Big
Show.
Show.
The Big Show. Fuck.
Idiot.
There's also Itsy Bitsy. So I imagine
So
like
stupid.
I imagine the Big
AKA
Time.
the Giant.
Itsy Bitsy, aka the Giant, or
No.
the Big Show.
The Big Show was formerly.
Was he bigger than Kevin Nash?
Weight wise, yes. Height wise, I don't know.
Is that up to date currently,
up.
or is that like
But
2000 WrestleMania statistics?
I definitely think he was bigger than Steve Nash.
Who's the better actor? Big Show or Kevin Nash?
I don't
Did
know.
Kevin Nash act and stuff?
Kevin
I
Nash.
think he was in the. I want to say he was in The Longest Yard.
Yeah, The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Which one? Was he
He's-
Easter Island guy?
He's that big dude who's like locked up at the beginning, and everybody's afraid to ask him like to play football.
No, that's
Who is that?
that's the Great Khali.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Nash plays a guard.
Oh,
Okay,
that
so
actually-
so
I
does
think you're right.
Goldberg plays a guard in that
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
And so does Howie Long?
Mm,
Maybe? Howie Long's in there?
I don't know.
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel
Or
is.
someone.
Is he really?
No.
I was gonna say, where the fuck was he? He was Adam Sandler.
But
Yeah, he played Adam Sandler.
guys, back to the important stuff. So the Big Time and Itsy
God
Bitsy.
forbid we get
are-
off topic.
I just want to be done holding my phone, I guess, is more than anything. And these names are just Billy Batboy, which immediately just was like, I want to call Bill Burr that so bad. Bucks Gazillion, The Visitor, Evil Ira, Dorsal Flynn, Pepe the Purple Panda. So that one was the one where I was like, that's probably racist. Pepe the Purple Panda.
They're definitely never purple. I don't know how they got that conclusion. This would be called Troy when he's wearing his purple shirt.
Ooh.
You're very panda-esque lately.
In what way? Stature or...
You've only been eating bamboo for the past 3 weeks.
Well, I
Fucking
mean,
ass.
there's a lot more to it than that, but you're right.
Just because you got a purple shirt on.
Sleep 20 hours a day and spend the other 4 days shucking bamboo in my bedroom.
You're mixing pandas with koalas.
That'd be a pretty rad animal. Panda and koala. Huh.
Koala.
Interesting. I like it. I'm just thinking of a big koala. There's not even panda aspects of it.
Just a koala the size of a panda.
Yeah. That'd be fierce. I hear they're mean. Mean green fighting machines.
Koalas?
Yeah.
All that eucalyptus, man, making them crazy. You know what's in that stuff?
We'll just
Last time I had eucalyptus
Just
leaves.
look how many names I wrote down. I think I might just stop naming them. Just like 30 more.
Please don't.
Please don't stop. Milty the Clown. Dwayne Bramage.
Wait,
Well,
I don't. Are these still characters on this show that no one's
This
seen?
is the thumb wrestling characters, yeah.
Oh,
Why did they need so many? I guess it was 5 seasons.
It was 5
Was it
seasons.
really called-
It was on the air for 5
Those
seasons.
Thumb
Wow.
Wrestling Federation?
It was TWF, yeah.
Was it Tito? Okay. No, because you said Thumb Wrestling Federation : TWF. Is that what it's called?
It might just be called TWF. Or Thumb Wrestling
I
Federation.
said, why would you have the full name : and then an abbreviation?
Yeah, I mean, real nitpicky on the statistics over here, Dan. The logistics of the show
By
are...
far the dumbest part about it.
Yeah, everything else is just like... I mean...
show's great.
Maybe if they had, like, better fucking characters, or at least the names, like, I understand they were just being campy, probably, just like, like, Big Bad Billy Goteski. I love that name. Like,
Sounds like a guy in the schoolyard
sounds like a
playing
goat man.
ball.
Playing ball, did you say? I like that.
Bully down the street, old
What kind of
guy.
ball do you think he'd play? Which one?
Wait, what's his name again?
Big Bad Billy Goteski.
Goteski.
That guy definitely
He's a
has a handlebar mustache and rides a motorcycle.
I'd
He
say
does.
so.
He's got a ski at the end, so he must be a fan of sausage meat and pierogies.
And leather
Ah,
jacket.
And he's probably a Polski, secretly.
Interesting. Is that a racist term?
No, it literally means Polish in Polish. Polski is Polish. Look it up. Or call me racist and just
Just
kick
let
me
it
out of your house. Right now.
Get the fuck out of here, you
What
racist
in the
pig.
fuck did you just say?
Pretty sure you're
Elise is in
thinking
here.
of the other P word.
Pierogi.
Pierogi? Yeah, penis? That's
No,
That's a low-hanging fruit right there. You know
I don't
what
know
I'm
if
saying?
it's derogatory.
Things hanging low.
If I should even lower myself to saying such words for the example.
Oh yeah, whatever you're saying, I don't know what it is, so just don't say it. I don't know how bad it is.
All right, can you finish your list?
Yeah, I've been jumping over now. Snaggle fangs.
Snaggle fangs?
That's not a real thing.
Dude, maybe they
Bear dog.
No, maybe he's just got a hangnail.
Where?
It's just like that's the secret weapon.
I swear to God, this one says Queen Nefer creepy. Queen
Nefertiti?
Nefer creepy. Yeah, it's like
What is
I guess
creepy
So it's a
about
playoff
That's
Nefer
so weird.
Tootie?
It must be dressed up in Egyptian garb.
Probably. Oh yeah, you guys
Nefertiti, bro.
know a lot more about these already than I bro. Scoutmaster Scott. Scoutmaster
Hey.
Scott.
Maybe he was the first when it was invented at Boy Scouts. Maybe Scoutmaster was the original thumb master.
The original thumb master up those boys' assholes.
Shit, do you think they were like?
Collaboration. It's a conspiracy though. We've
Almost
established
did
this.
catch that you said that for a second.
Hey, can I get another beer?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, PBR's never gonna sponsor us now.
Oh, this is a
Yeah,
PBR.
well.
What are you talking about?
That's it though. Always make a journey to the refrigerator.
All right,
All
is
right,
that it?
Finish the list.
God.
Is that where you end? Is just with the list, or do you have more
No, I pretty
statistics?
much just was like I
How-
can't
you
see
gotta-
myself talking much more than after I just started naming Fly Guy. He was I do like this. He was disqualified, and then it states extremely annoying.
On the Wikipedia?
yeah. So I imagine
Wow.
it's just like I don't know if that meant his character was
Hold
extremely
on.
annoying, or they're like we cannot work with Fly Guy anymore. That guy's.
Do you
worse.
think that there's a subreddit for this Thumb Wrestling Federation?
I don't go on Reddit too much anymore, but I imagine there would be. Just
Got it.
knowing
There's-
the
there-
communities on there, like
Alright.
of course there's everything.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked about this now because I'm gonna see on Reddit like ask questions like, "Hey, does anybody remember a Thumb Wrestling show? Do you remember what that was called?"
Oh, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, the one with Big Bad Billy Goteski?
The one with fangs or whatever
Or
it
he's
was.
Snaggle Fangs?
Snaggle
Then
fangs.
Wonder
there's
if it's
you-
is it like Billy Goat Esky?
yeah,
or
it's
Billy
greatest
Goat
of all time, Esky.
Esky. Oh, like capital. Oh, see, that's a big.
No, it's
that's a
not
different-
capital. It's just.
Oh,
Just like
Well,
goat, like
spell
a
it,
fucking
yeah.
goat.
I imagine a Goat Boy,
yeah, like
which I think
Jim
was already a character.
Jim Brewer. Yeah, Jim.
Dan-
Jim
Dan's
Brewer.
got a.
yeah, that's right.
This
Goat
is
Boy.
so bad looking.
This
This is
looks
way
so
worse than I
shitty.
pictured
Oh
it.
yeah, I thought there'd be a lot more production.
Oh man,
on
there's
it.
real hands.
We have dedicated way too much time to discussing
There was
Oh,
5
shit.
seasons
It was
of
not
that.
worth
There was
it.
5
We have,
seasons. I thought it would be better.
So they have little googly eyes glued on.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, there's a.
That looks like Bob's Burger.
You guys remember?
We
remember
could
that
recreate the set of this show in 10 minutes.
That was
remember that-
actually why I wanted to bring it up on this podcast.
Yo, let's-
see
let's-
if you wanted to start another
We're
podcast
reviving
where
TWF.
Yeah.
How about this podcast is just to discuss other topics for potential podcasts we could start?
Yeah, I like that. This podcast is just about podcasts we might want to start.
We call it the think tank. Sometimes the stink
Drink-
tank.
Stinks the stink tank.
Joel's here.
Woo! It's a loud laugh. Sorry, listeners.
So there's a couple more. Gary the intern, love that one. Love Gary the intern.
He's only here
pretty
for the
good.
summer.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Did they ever have like backstage battles like in WWE? Like,
I
do
don't.
they
Yeah.
do they interview the wrestlers after the match?
I don't know.
What they should have done though is had like cool hairdos, but it would come out of where your thumb actually grows hair, or mine anyway. My hands grow hair.
Oh, that's a good thumb.
That'd be hilarious, right? A mohawk.
I'm thinking you might be our star.
I think that might be it, man.
But there's also Unit 19G. I don't know what the fuck that.
Troy just starts asking
It's
us like,
probably-
"Hey, let me look at those thumbs real quick."
Yeah,
probably-
just
Like,
like start,
anybody who ever comes here is like, "Hey, you mind
Nice
You-
pair of thumbs.
Yeah,
you mind cutting a promo with me real
going
quick?"
for like a nice handshake. I'm just like fucking like.
A nice specimen.
Interesting.
So wait,
Yeah.
19G must have won their first thumb wrestling match in their apartment. 19G.
I was thinking it was like a cell block. But
Oh,
Unit
yeah, I
19G
guess you're
is
true.
like definitely
Yeah.
more of an apartment.
That's
name.
true.
It would
I
be
know.
cell block.
No, you're right though.
G's.
Prison,
It's
apartment.
like a landlord.
All right, Troy, you
Second
get
word.
2 more names
Pierre Pamplemousse.
before you move on.
Yeah.
Pierre Pamplemousse.
Okay.
Muggsy Thumb Screw.
And that's a wrap.
All of these names
Screw
are
had 2 W's.
all
in
of
it.
these names are literally catered to just get like some little kids talking about like thinking that's the funniest shit they've ever heard.
Do they have
Like some 8-year-olds think that's fucking hilarious.
Do they like
Muggsy
reoccur?
Thumbscrew.
Yeah.
Guys, you see
Yo,
that fight with Muggsy Thumbscrew last night? Oh my god, he beat up Billy Bad.
I'm gonna make
Grotesque
that.
so bad.
I'm gonna change my gamer
Billy
tag to
Goat.
Muggsy Thumbscrew, and I'm gonna get messages from people like, "Dude, I remember that show."
It's true.
Yeah, 2 messages.
Is that all you have? Like that's
I
So
don't know.
moral
I
of
might
the
have skipped
story-
over some stuff. Well, I guess I just found it more interesting that that guy that was Julian Koenig.
trying to claim that he fucking invented everything.
That's true.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like he's regarded as this amazing advertiser. He worked with Timex, which is like
The watch
company,
Yeah.
and like it takes licking and keeps on ticking. Like it sounds like he was working in like
He
the
claims he
fucking
made that up.
50s. Yeah, he was the one that invented.
A licking, like a beating.
Did your great grandfather make that up or something?
I'm just gonna start claiming he did. Yeah.
You're gonna start backing this guy?
I have as
Dude,
much
after everything I've
credibility as
told
this
you?
guy.
Yo, if you're not with us, you're against us, man.
Dude, are you guys all Julian Koenig fans?
Big time.
We all are.
Oof.
I
No,
back,
the
dude. I
big- the
back
big
him on
time-
Patreon.
The big time was a wrestler.
I back him on Patreon. So
$10 a month.
He
What
sounds like
what
the
is Patreon?
episode
Actually,
of Curb Your Enthusiasm where the guy claims his like father invented the Cobb salad.
I haven't seen that one. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I got stock in his kids.
Is that what we're gonna start?
that sounds so sexual.
Is that like I was gonna say? Is that like when you see a hot girl at the bar, and be like, "Ooh, I'd take stock in her kids." It's like, fuck, dude, you're fucking creepy. Get out of here. I really like when they're like, "Oh, that girl's a snack." I really like that
Wait,
phrase.
On the way.
Getting into that.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got all right.
How
Let's go,
great-
man.
What kind of rating should we give this show?
Can we finish this topic with
TV, yeah, it's
thumb
over.
wrestling?
Can I
Yeah, we
please
gotta-
stop being the one driving this awful
I
topic?
think you guys should just thumb wrestle this and then.
I was actually gonna ask, do you guys want to do like a little tournament of thumb wrestling right now? To, like,
Only if we do it with
No.
the
Just
left
do it
hand.
once and we'll move on.
I don't.
lefty.
I don't know if I can reach it. You're gonna beat me.
Here we go. Me and Dan will
So
commentate.
Your
stupid.
thumbs are like
One,
6'4".
2, 3. Are you not? Do you not know how to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb. 1, 5.
This is a
6,
lot of
7,
touching just
8.
for nothing yet.
Try to keep your
A lot
thumb
of touching
straight.
Just for
All right,
nothing. That's my
so-
style.
So
No leaning or tilting.
Make a move.
you gotta keep your hand.
Dude,
I'm
you
just gonna
were-
give
you
up.
gave up. That was fucking.
You just leaned
Your
and
thumbs are way
tilted
bigger.
at
How
the
are we
same
gonna
time.
sell it?
You gotta
When
have
people
s-
have to believe this fight is a thing, Kurt,
They
the
have-
show will not live with things like that.
You're out of my size bracket. You're you need to cut weight to get back down to my thumb bracket.
Sure
But
Anyway.
you gotta sell it. You could still win. Let them believe.
Oh. Yeah, so
All right.
Yeah, I'm over
We
it.
gotta
me,
move on.
me and Dan were on the way here, and we're talking about the band song, "The Weight,"
Hmm.
and then there's a line called "Put Your Load on Me," and I said it out loud, and it just struck me with the wrong context, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, put your load on me."
I've heard that song so much. I've heard it covered by like 4 or 5 bands recently, and I'd never even thought about that being the
I-
context.
Put your
Never
load
did
right
either.
on me.
And I'd rather not.
Put your
Alright,
load right
just-
on
I
me.
mean,
anybody-
it's in the conversation for the greatest song of all time.
Oh yeah, just busting a big old load
That's
right
what
on
it's about.
Levon Helm's drum kit.
All right. I'll do my topic,
That's
but
what-
I
that's
feel like I need a
Thank you.
pen and paper.
You can
Just gotta
show
graph
me.
it out.
Well, because I need my phone to read. Well, here.
Sure, you have a pen.
Get it.
You have a pen? Yeah, there's a paper.
Oh,
Cool,
Kurt's
perfect.
usually got a pen, but it's not a work day, so
This guy knows.
he's a G2 guy.
But it's not an odd day of the month, so he doesn't.
That's true. But it is the 4th week of the month, which means that he holds
Alright.
it on even number days.
So my topic is what we're gonna do. Since we all grew up in the '90s, we're gonna rank all the Disney animated movies that came out in the '90s,
Oh yeah.
from worst to best.
I've been asking people what their
I
top
don't
3
have
is
a pen.
lately. I've been asking people what their
You don't
top
have
3
one?
is.
Hey, Troy, can you grab this? I can't get up. Just grab a pen.
Help me, I can't get it up. Yeah.
My
Any of them really?
Any of them.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Sorry, dead air. Dead air.
All right.
Dead air should probably be a
Top 10
moniker too.
gotta
Disney
get some tunes going.
movies. Okay. So I'm gonna start.
Play tune as well. We had a show going on.
All right, I'm gonna start by listing the movies and the date in which they came out, and then we have to rank them. So there's really not that many if you think about it. If you look at this list,
Like 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Does this
17.
include straight to video?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
about
Actually,
Disney
there's
CD movies?
there's actually less than that because this includes some other
Does this
non.
include live action?
Johnny
No,
Tsunami?
this is all animated.
So ranking them just like
alright.
So
All-
you can put in Tim Allen as the Santa Claus. Pencil it in as
Okay.
number 1.
Yeah, Dan
So
is
this
huge
is the
Santa
top
Claus
10 Walt Disney Animated Studios movies from the 90s. So we have The Rescuers Down Under, which I have no idea what that is. I've
it's
never
the
seen
one
it.
with the dogs and the there's
sequel
the,
to the Rescuers.
spaghetti scene with the
That's Lady and the Tramp.
That's Lady and the
Tramp.
yeah it was exactly Rescuers Down Under.
All right,
That's
so
the one
That
with the
one
big-
is like 17.
That's the one with the big
'cause I've
bird,
never
right?
heard of
There's
it.
a giant bird.
There's
in
a
that.
bird in
There's a
it,
big
yeah.
bird.
No, you're thinking
So-
of Dumbo, and that's an elephant.
so
It's
that
definitely a
movie,
bird, though.
so that came out November 16th, 1990. Up next we have Beauty and the Beast, which came out November 22nd, 1991, which is like a few days apart. Then we have Aladdin, which came out November 25th, 1992, which was like 1 year later. Then we have The Lion King, which came out June 15th, 1994. We have A Goofy Movie, April 7th, 1995. Pocahontas, June 23rd, 95. That's Pixar, so that doesn't count. That's Toy Story, it's Pixar.
Boo.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, June 21st of 96. Hercules, June 27th of 97. Mulan, June 19th of 98. Tarzan, June 18th of 1999. And that's not... Yep, that's it.
I think Tarzan won.
You think Tarzan is number one?
If we were basing it off soundtracks, then yes.
Interesting.
Should we start at the bottom?
Yeah,
Pick out
we...
the worst ones, and then well, I guess that's my favorite.
Yeah, I want to go
I
with
think
the
you have to
couple
go
that I've never heard
Pocahontas.
of. Gotta go down low.
Pocahontas is
Here, I'll start
Whoa.
writing...
I mean, it's
Yeah,
the
this
one
is
I-
gonna get
wait,
heated.
What about Little Mermaid? Where was that?
Hold
Was it
on,
there,
let me
There's,
write all these down.
89.
Was it? Dude, that was
Not
like,
included.
dang, dude. Me and my brother would watch that all the time. And it was also my favorite level in Kingdom Hearts. It was hard and frustrating.
Worst level.
Yeah, it's hard and frustrating, but I spent the most time playing that level because I
I
couldn't
assume you're
beat
talking
it,
about
so.
Kingdom Hearts 2, where the Little Mermaid level is basically like
5
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, shit, that's
Is
right.
it really?
Yeah, it does do that. They did like I think they've got a lot of advice from people that are like, this level's hard and not fun, and they're like, well, we're just gonna make it into a song, then fuck you guys. I like that level, but yeah, I spent so much time just swimming around, and there was that shark that would scare the fucking shit.
Those teeth, they really make them. Dude, we just finished Shark Week this week, by the way.
Who did?
Dis-
You?
Discovery
All of us.
Channel.
All of us
Discovery
did.
Me and DC over here.
Isn't there another channel that did a Shark Week?
No, I think it's all
No.
Discovery Channel.
I thought there were
Yeah,
like 2
they
Shark
had Guy Fieri go underwater,
What?
hanging out with sharks.
Did he wear like a flame shirt while he was
No.
underwater?
No, he gets out of the water and he goes, what does he say? It's like, he goes, what is this like?
Shark Town.
He just said like a one-word adjective to describe his experience.
It
It was
a
like,
made-up word.
It was
That
just
was
bubbles
intense.
coming out of his mouth underwater, just trying to say how intense it.
yeah, whatever it was Guy Fieri for no reason. They didn't even like they were cooking later, but I don't even think they were cooking shark. Like, do you eat shark?
I don't know.
Should we open
Eating
this
someone
up
should be good. I know
to
they do shark fin.
any
right? Shark
Disney
fin
movie
stew or
that came
whatever.
out in the 90s? Because it's not that many more. Because then it includes Toy Story,
You're just talking about animated?
anything, yeah.
Toy Story 2 came out in 90s?
Yeah, anime. As long as there's not a living human being in it, pretty much that's this list.
There's a dead dude in one of them.
Doug's first movie. I don't know what. Oh no, I don't think
Disney subliminal
Is that Doug?
Conspiracies, yeah. Right next to the dildos in Little Mermaid's palace.
I'm thinking.
that. Oh, it is
that
Doug.
down.
Yeah, I'm not including that. A Bug's Life.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's a good one.
Totally
I do
blew
like that
ants
one.
out of the
I mean-
water, am I
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
Ants
Ants
sucks.
was
compared
I
to that.
loved ants.
Including
was after.
Pixar kind of changes.
James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, that one scared the fucking shit out
Same
of me.
here.
Yeah.
Dude, wasn't there a pumpkin? It wasn't even a peach, right?
Oh, is that one with that
The giant ass pumpkin, right?
This movie's got the wrong name, guys.
He's just
Oh,
smoking a big
also,
old pumpkin bomb.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is on here.
This
This is gonna be a long
I
discussion.
didn't really like that one.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't think I saw that.
I think I was not a Tim Burton kid. I didn't
Too
really
scared.
And
see
that's
it.
everything.
I was even scared. I just
Oh,
didn't
and,
see Beetlejuice or any of that.
Also, DuckTales the
You never
movie.
seen Beetlejuice?
Or Edward Scissorhands.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm coming in with some basic bitch stuff right there.
Okay, so this is the list that we're gonna do: The Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, A Goofy Movie, Pocahontas, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, Toy Story 1 and 2, A Bug's Life, James and the Giant Peach, which should be last, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and DuckTales the movie.
Are we coming to a consensus on a top 10?
We're just gonna kind of wing it, I guess.
Like if we all give our own top 10.
It's a sharp left
That's a
turn
lot.
from our thumb.
Well, not
wrestling
top
topic.
10. We're just gonna go from worst to best.
So I mean,
So right now, everybody, let's just go through and say what we think the worst one
Point
is.
out the shit.
Yeah. So
Rescuers Down Under. I've
I
never.
mean,
even
we already
heard of
crossed
it.
out Doug's first movie.
Wait, what is that?
Doug
Doug.
Funny. Disney did a Doug Funny movie.
Doug Funny,
Nickelodeon's
Like
Doug.
Nick Doug, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the movies I have not seen are Rescuers Down Under.
I'd say if-
I don't think I've ever seen all of The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's pretty dark.
James, I haven't seen DuckTales either. Those are the only ones.
I like DuckTales.
Haven't
I
seen it.
mean, I'm more like Scrooge McDuck
Well,
more than anything. So.
I'd say if you haven't seen them, just cross them out.
Yeah, if we,
If
if,
we
Okay.
Alright, Rescuers
be a-
Down Under
It's
for
not like
sure.
you're
Yeah,
Really
I've never,
discussing
I've never
Simpsons.
seen that.
Yeah, get it out.
Let's see. I've never seen Hunchback, and I have never seen.
I saw Mulan in
DuckTales.
theaters, I remember.
Really?
It was
Is there
with my
any other movies
babysitter.
on here you guys have not seen? I'll move my beer.
I don't know.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Same.
Okay.
I mean,
James
I've
and the
seen
Giant Peach.
Scenes of it. Yeah.
I know I've seen all of these
Kurt thought it
once,
was about a pumpkin, so
and I just don't
cross it
care
out.
okay.
to remember them.
Cross it off. All right. Yeah, that doesn't deserve to be a Disney movie anyway. Bugs Life we've all seen. Toy Story 1 and 2 we've all seen. Tarzan.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen it.
Mulan.
You said it was the best one. I hope you've seen it.
Mulan.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
I've
in
seen
theaters. Wait, I have a Mulan story.
I've
so
seen all of these.
my
Oh, yeah.
babysitter took a group of us to the movies, and she brought candy and popcorn in her purse. Like, yeah, great example. Babysitter. She's a great lady. She's just cheap, you know.
Whoa. I bring my candy
Wait,
inside of
does
the
anyone
theater.
not sneak in food?
Yeah.
So,
What? I was
Mr.
gonna say, hold on. This is a
Moneybags over
completely
here.
other
Scrooge
topic.
McDuck over here with all his money.
This is more than a sneaking. It's not her own personal candy. It's like for a group of people. It's a whole like bag full of goods.
Dude, why not?
Yeah,
I think
they
I've
can't
definitely,
search you.
Great first example.
I've definitely
not gonna
brought like
search you,
McDonald's into a movie before.
Yeah, people
Oh
do
yeah,
that. People bring
Just
like
bring
fucking
like a steak
meals
from
in.
Chili's. What's that to go? Oh, this is my to go meal.
Yes.
Sorry.
You wrap it in foil. I don't want it leaking in my
Is
purse.
that a
It's not like
potato?
the 16-year-olds working at the movie theater are gonna stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think they also give a shit
And
at
they
all?
come up to you. Where'd you get that, sir? Excuse me, over to leave. Or
It's
give
like,
me
it's
that
like
steak.
oh, this McDouble, I bought it from the fucking stand.
I was gonna say that's what they're doing with all that seat side service now. Those guys don't know what they're serving, what they're not. I have a steak. It'd be like, I bought it from you, man. Don't you remember? It was like 10 minutes ago, and then make them question.
All
their
right,
whole
moving on.
life.
Have we all seen Hercules?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pocahontas?
Yeah.
Goofy movie.
Oh no.
Oh what?
I gotta leave it on here just 'cause
Yeah.
it's
So
like my
good.
favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Lion King we've all seen. Aladdin.
What's that?
Shut the fuck up. Beauty and the Beast. I'm assuming we've all seen. All right. So what do we think is the worst one out of all these movies? My vote is probably gonna go towards Mulan or Tarzan.
Oh my god, Mulan's so good.
Mulan's really.
I was gonna say
pretty good.
Pocahontas is the worst.
Oh, I have another Mulan story.
I agree.
Pocahontas,
Pocahontas
is,
is
the one I
kinda bad.
Saw the least amount, so I'm assuming as a kid I didn't like it that much.
I have another
Cross
Mulan
it out.
story.
Don't cross it out. Mark it, whatever number it is.
So there's 11. So are we gonna
Cross
agree
it
that
out.
Pocahontas?
Yeah.
So
What do you feel about this?
I have another Mulan story. Before.
Okay,
my
yes.
So.
Hot and heavy with the Mulan story.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. I guess that's my
So,
number one apparently.
So the first babysitter got fired for sneaking in, but the second babysitter did the same
Yeah,
thing.
she only showed us Mulan on loop for years. No, so the story. My brother is a big fan of this metal band. It's
It's a pretty metal name.
No.
Just a growl.
It's
Have you seen that band?
I'll get in a second. Anyway, it's this metal band, but he synced up Mulan to the album of theirs and put it on a DVD and gave it to the band
What?
at a show. Yeah, he threw it on stage and they picked it up. But I don't think anyone watched it. He had it on YouTube.
I was gonna say
It's still there?
What on YouTube? I don't think so. I think he might have taken it down. But
I was gonna say I like the idea that he threw it up on stage, but that was the only copy that existed of
Well,
this
it's
thing he
all-
put like hours into.
I can't remember the band though. It's like
Can I just start naming
oh,
bands?
it's Opeth.
Oh, nice. I've heard of
Yeah.
that. I hope you were gonna say like Thrice
Alright.
or
I think it's
something.
up there.
No, there's just like heavy metal covers of Mulan songs.
That's dope too.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
agree that Pocahontas is the worst out of all these at number 11.
Yeah.
My next vote, like I said, is probably gonna be Tarzan. Is my vote.
Yeah, you can put that
I
down.
really like Tarzan.
I haven't seen it enough to remember. I've seen it.
I've seen it. I don't remember it, but I know I didn't like it
That's
because
probably why
I
I
have
don't
not
remember.
seen it again.
I think it's okay.
I remember
The
Hercules.
soundtrack is good, but yeah, you can cross it out. Or
What?
number
Why do
four.
you keep telling us to
Are you
cross it out?
serious?
Alright,
What are-
Tarzan-
Cross it
hold on, hold on.
out.
Let's have a little discussion on this. What are the ones that what's coming right after Tarzan? What do you guys think is low?
I'd say Mulan is the worst out of the remaining.
Yeah, I don't
What?
have much connection.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah, just-
Tarzan and Mulan can just not be on this list as far as
oh
I'm
my-
concerned.
That's like
Let's-
insane.
I don't
Let's
like
say
either of those.
10.
Mulan has one song that everybody knows.
No, dude, Mulan
Fair.
is good.
Yeah, it's-
from
but
the
it's by-
start
And that's what
it's
comes to everybody's mind is
finish.
because everybody loves that catchy ass
Yeah,
song.
and it's
No,
by
dude, There's
Opeth.
so much more. That's my-
Mulan 10, Tarzan 9.
dude, I am so
Are we marking it?
wrong.
I
That
agree
was-
with
It's
that.
3 against 1.
But like, where do you guys have Bugs Life? You have that way above Mulan.
I
and
have it at
Tarzan?
8.
I just think Mulan is so good. Like, what are you talking about? The intro,
It's pretty
like
good.
when she's trying to carry like the grasshopper around for luck and stuff. Like, I like it from start to finish. I think
Evil.
it's a good tone early, and she follows through. And it's good.
All right,
it's
Tarzan 10,
animals.
Just
Mulan
good
9.
love story. God damn it.
It's on
I
8,
was-
dude.
I was
Set in,
gonna-
set in stone.
That's fair. I wasn't gonna.
All
I think
right.
you have to go
convince
Bugs
you guys.
Life 8.
Yeah, I think Bugs Life
is
is
good, but
It's good, it's just
I
overshadowed.
probably
by-
Yeah.
I just know
mean,
nothing
I'm
about
honestly going
Goofy movie.
Yeah,
what the
I'm
fuck?
with Goofy movie at 8.
I don't.
I think Goofy movie's like top 4.
I don't.
I
me.
couldn't agree.
Dan's
more.
on my
great.
level.
Mulan is like top 4.
This can't be a consensus.
No.
I've never seen it, so
Never seen
you
it?
guys. No, I've never
Cross
seen
it
Goofy
out,
movie.
man.
Alright, then.
Cross
saying, it
that
can't be on this
shit
list.
out.
We can't cross Goofy movie
Cross
out. It's way
it
too good.
out.
It's way too good. I think
Joel,
Bugs
you're
Life should go
biased.
number 8.
This experiment is completely biased. I will take no further part in it until Dan's topic is brought up.
All right, can we put Bugs Life at 8?
I'm
Yeah,
good with
I'm
that.
fine with that.
All
But
right.
then like Goofy movie 7.
It's only fair since I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've seen it. I just don't think it's that good.
Goofy movie will be 7. 6
I'd say
But
Hercules.
6, I think, is-
goofier movie. Now that I can get into.
for number 6. I think
I
it
believe
should.
you're referring to an extremely goofy movie.
Yeah,
Idiot.
Sounds like I'm not even a fan.
number 6 I think should either be Hercules or Toy Story 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
Sequel
Toy
is
Story
a
2 was
Beauty and
not
the
as
Beast
good.
For sure should be numbers.
I think Beauty and the Beast is kind of up there. I don't.
Not for me. Well, for me.
Kurt,
No
where do you weigh in
comment.
on
I just
it?
feel like for
between
me-
which two?
Where do
Beauty
you
and the Beast.
do you think Beauty and the Beast is next, or do you think it's higher?
It's
up?
above Toy Story 2.
I agree with
Oh,
that.
my
Yeah.
heart.
Toy Story 2 is like meh.
For me, number 6 is between Hercules and Toy Story 2.
I just feel
I
like for
remember-
me,
For me,
I remember seeing Toy Story 2 in the movie theater, and we were the last people in the theater, and we sat in the very front row on the far left, 3 seats, and I hated it. It was the worst experience I've ever had in a movie theater.
Oh, God,
So there you go.
I
It's a
haven't seen
bad
a
movie because of
K-
that.
Kurt claims he
guys-
doesn't care about this list at all, but he's seen all of these in theaters and remembers them vividly.
even though there's nothing special about what happened.
I was like, I'll never see a sequel again.
That you stuck true to your word and never, you're like how John Cusack will never perform in one. You will never watch a sequel.
I can only ever watch the first Lord of the Rings. And Harry Potter, don't even get me started. All these people talking. No.
And then they made
Alright,
the book
just-
into 2
just write
sequels
6
for the
there.
last one? For Hercules? No. You guys are taking down my like top 4 hard and early.
All right, this is pretty good.
All right, what do you
I
think should be
actually
number
like Hercules.
6?
Beauty and the Beast.
All right,
I think Beauty and the Beast is definitely better than Toy
Beauty
Story
and
2.
the Beast was a Best Picture nominee.
I don't give a fuck what the critics think.
Yeah, that was
I'm telling you what 10-year-old Troy thinks.
That's got to
right
bump
now.
it a few numbers.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I think that Beauty and the
Gross.
Beast is better than Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
I 100%
so.
think
The
I
that.
guy,
think Toy
the
Story
guy who
2
does
is
the
as
voice
good as
of
Toy
the
Story
Beast is a teacher at IU now.
You just... What's all this ancillary information you're trying... I fucking mark it 6, dude. That's...
Gotta keep
I'm
this
hard
interesting.
He
on
did
that.
a guest lecture for one of my classes.
Was he the Beast?
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
you're right. You know, mark that one
So,
number 1.
number 1.
Dan saw him firsthand. That's number 1.
I met him one time. Number 1.
Number 1.
That's how my list is going. My movie theater experience.
All right,
rating.
here's
that's-
how we're going to do
That's
it.
talking about, like...
Who
Before
thinks
m-
Toy Story 2 should be number 6?
I'm going to say
Oh
5.
my God.
I raised my hand.
Well, then what do you think
Listeners.
6 should be, Dan?
I've made my vote. I said Hercules.
I-
I'm fine with that. Put 6.
6 is Toy Story 2.
Then this
Troy's
is-
going
this-
to blow a gasket.
This has got to be 5.
I think Hercules
I mean,
is
when
5.
you compare it to the ones that are left on the list, it's got to be 5.
Yeah. I mean, Troy, you can't doubt the fact that Toy Story 1,
Hold on, I just realized
Aladdin, and The Lion King are top 3.
They made a live-action Beauty and the Beast, so I'm asking it be disqualified from...
No, they made a live-action Tarzan.
Ooh.
And that was like your top 2.
And Lion King. Lion King, guys.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
well, that's
It's been
coming
released
out.
yet.
It hasn't come out yet.
They're
Same
making
as
it.
Aladdin.
When someone first told me that, I still don't know what I'm imagining the movie will be.
What, Lion King?
It's just
Yeah.
going to be like Tarzan or Beauty and the Beast just with no humans.
It's all CGI? Yeah,
I
I'm not-
think so.
Pass. Hard pass.
So like Space Jam.
Fuck, now you're blowing my mind. You're right. Jesus.
Yeah, he
Where
goes
does
into
Space Jam
Toonland
rank in this
and
list?
he's the
Sorry,
only
just
like
write that
real
down.
human.
But
Just
that's
put
like,
Space
that's
Jam.
like animation. That's like drawings. It's like drawings, not quite,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh, that was-
close.
Well, that
Okay.
was pre like
All right.
Pixar being a
We'll
Back to
finish
the
the top
topic
10
again.
and then decide where Space Jam fits.
Number
Yeah,
one.
it's going to be number 1.
None of us are going to dispute that.
Well,
It's-
obviously, like Ray Clay. I mean, of course.
Yeah, do
Oh,
you think
no.
Tim's dad
Uncredited.
announced Michael Jordan in Space Jam?
I believe he's uncredited.
Interesting.
That kind of
No
sucks.
no further
Oh, I
questions.
don't think he's actually in the movie. I think.
I think he is.
It'd be great if
yeah.
he was just
His
like
voice
walking.
is-
He's
Maybe.
just walking behind someone in a scene, like at
Because
the
I know he
golf
did
course.
waves.
Ray Clay just in like a
I know he did
Just
the.
like the Bigfoot video.
I know he
Just
did
walking into
the.
the woods to go with a golf club.
I know he did the pinball game.
So yeah, I mean, you guys know where I'm at. Beauty and the Beast is the worst one left, and yeah, we'll see.
I don't think Beauty and the Beast is the worst one left. I think Hercules.
That's so you got to put Hercules at 5.
You think Hercules is 5?
Mhm.
Kurt,
Yeah.
you're being
Heard
awfully
any
quiet.
stories about Hercules?
5.
What
No.
happened in the theater?
I don't think I saw that in theaters. I do remember seeing it, and like, it's a little more like the humor is a little different. It's like the slapsticky, like, kind of different humor in that movie. It's got a different vibe than other animated. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. It has a
Yeah.
different vibe.
It's like it's a little more like cartoony, like.
I don't know. I
Alright.
like. I like.
Going number 5?
I mean, I'm going by the love stories. Like, I guess I just haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't seen Beauty and Beast as much as I've seen the other ones. So I immediately, as
Wow.
a kid, did not
So all
really
that
like it.
stuff before was...
No, I'm saying that's why I do not like it. I didn't like
Alright.
it enough to rewatch it.
Fair enough.
You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying?
All right,
But, like,
Hercules is 5.
What I'm saying is, it's not the love story is huge for me. I need a good love story, and Beauty and the Beast is probably the best one. And as a kid, I probably was just like, this.
All right.
So I should probably rewatch it.
Even
is
though
what
it's
I'm
kind of the
saying.
most disturbing one.
In what sense? See, I don't even know. Like, I can't visualize scenes from
I mean,
it
it's in
besides
the
her
title.
dancing.
Trudy and the Feast.
Yeah. I don't
It's a
understand
great-
what's
great
disturbing
parody.
about it. Like, what happens in that movie?
Because
God, I
it's
can't
like a
remember.
woman falling in love with a beast.
Yeah.
Right, but it's about what's on the inside.
Still like an animal.
But he
don't
talks.
lower him to that level.
You never fucked a parrot?
What?
I don't know.
That's not even a reference.
Yeah, I know. That's like not
Wait,
even a
wait.
commonly known reference.
You already used your
That's
mulligan.
not a reference. I can speak words from my head.
Well, now it's a
without it.
reference. We're going to call back to this episode from now on.
Yeah, 24. Never forget.
Alright.
Yeah, episode 24.
Okay, so
Wait,
the four.
At least it's a step up from 23, though, right,
Alright.
guys?
All right,
Going over Jordan.
the four movies.
Uh,
The
Let's
four
say Aladdin
movies.
at 4.
The four movies we have. I can't get behind that, Dan. I've been with you this
I
whole
watched
time
it
so
5
far.
times last week.
Aladdin?
Why?
Because my nephew was staying at our house.
Yeah, that's an
Uncle
excuse.
Dan.
And
The
I
nephew
made him
actually-
watch it with me.
He hated it.
Yeah, he couldn't stand it.
All right, the four movies we have left are Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, and Toy Story 1.
No, honestly, I'd put Lion King at 4.
I don't know
Yeah.
about
with
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
All right,
Lion
fine.
King over those other ones.
Lion King
I
is
think
4.
it's slightly overrated.
It's good, but
No,
yeah,
it's-
I think first Toy Story is great.
I don't think Lion King's overrated in any way. I just think
Aladdin's
is like my
pretty
favorite.
good. Aladdin's good.
I think
and
number
the Beast is
number
gonna
3
be
has
3.
to be Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast.
Agreed.
What do you
I'm
say?
good with that.
What do you say? You're
I'm
fine
good
with
with
3?
that.
And it's got to be either between
Oh,
Toy
yes,
Story
thank
and
you for
Aladdin.
that.
So if Troy is really into the Aladdin, then that can be
I
one.
am.
Troy's really into the Aladdin.
The Aladdin.
I like more Prince Ali, but I can handle Aladdin. I can handle a
I
street
just-
rat, if you will.
I'm more familiar with Looney Tunes than Disney movies.
Well, I hope your topic is
Alright.
Looney Tunes.
So
So
now
Space-
it is.
So
Maybe,
Space Jam number 1.
Maybe Tiny Toons. You ever watch Tiny Toons when they're like young? They
Yeah,
live
that's
in like a house together.
It's like
a weird
Rugrats
one.
all grown up, but the opposite.
But the opposite.
I want to see Rugrats
gonna
when they're
see,
all
like,
still in the
Tiny
womb.
Toons.
So apparently they're bringing Rugrats back. You guys
Oh,
hear
yeah,
about
yeah,
that?
yeah. They're
live
redoing
action,
it.
right? It's live
Yeah,
action.
No.
No, it's
They're
not
even
live. It's
more
just a
Bring
grown-up.
back
They're
all the-
even
Hey
more
Arnold,
grown-up.
too.
Bringing back Keenan
What?
and
Yeah,
Kel.
they already did.
New apps?
They already did like a year ago.
Keenan and Kel.
There was a movie.
They brought back DuckTales as well.
Yeah.
recently.
That's true.
Ben Schwartz is on it.
Ben
Benny
Schwartz and,
Schwartz.
Bob
I mean,
Moynihan.
They can only bring it back
Maybe.
if it's live action, though. So
What?
Yeah, it seems like that's the like move. Is like, oh, Beauty and the
Alright,
Beast.
we got
live
2
action.
more.
Did you guys ever see the live action
Alright.
Beauty and the Beast?
do you remember
Yeah, I
the
did.
Turtle Man?
It was
Emma
alright.
Watson?
It was alright.
Emma Watson?
Rest in peace, Turtle Man.
What?
Turbo Man?
Turtle Man, remember?
Turbo
There's his
Man?
phrase. His phrase. You just said. What did you? It was a phrase you just said.
You ever fuck a parrot?
Yeah.
Live
I'm taking
action.
that one to my grave. Put that one on my tombstone.
Live action. Remember Turtle Man?
Turbo Man?
Turtle. And Animal Planet with Chase Turtles.
Jingle
he'd
all
be
the way, Turbo.
like a real
Turtle Man?
turtle man. Turtle like the reptilian creature that is.
With the shell.
Yes.
I don't know if it's reptilian. I'm
Turbo Man.
It's a reptile. Trust me. Yeah, I know my.
I have to be. I have no idea. Like
You don't know?
I don't know what you're talking about. I also don't know
It's the
how
s-
this got brought up at all.
It's because Troy said live action. That was his catchphrase. That's his catchphrase.
No, my catchphrase is catchphrase.
There's a live action movie called Turtle Man.
Call of
Yes.
the Wild Man?
No, it's a show. Yeah, it's search Turtle Man. Yeah, it's the
Check
wild.
out this fucking dude right there.
That's him.
They got
Search
notes.
Turtle
He,
Man?
he has one too.
That's the
Oh,
guy.
that guy. Okay.
Yeah, you
Wait,
guys know.
Dude, the thing is, that dude looks like he's a turtle.
It didn't
So-
last long. The
Hence
show
the
is.
Turtle Man name.
It did not really hold too much ground.
Okay.
95% of
There's
people
not
are-
a lot of
Google.
content
All
there.
right, guys, we gotta wrap this up.
All right.
Two movies left: Aladdin and Toy Story.
Live action.
I mean,
All right,
I have
well,
such fun
Aladdin's
memories
a
of both,
classic.
but
Okay,
Aladdin,
we're gonna
again,
go around
the
and
better
say-
Kingdom Hearts scene. So
that
But
should have
Toy
no
Story's
effect on the
in
movie.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
exactly, that's why it's number 2.
So we can't vote on this.
So that's why it's number 2,
All right.
Dan.
What's your number one, Troy?
I'm going Aladdin.
I'm
Well,
going
fuck,
Aladdin.
If we were going for real, I mean, it'd probably be Mulan.
No, I'm
We
saying
are
out
going
of the
for
two
real.
left. Of the two left. So Aladdin, what do you vote?
I was gonna say Toy Story.
Toy
All
Story.
right, you say Toy. Oh my god.
Thumb wrestle.
Should we do 1/2?
Fuck it, dude. I'm on a sock
It's a
wrestle.
tie?
You guys ever sock
All
wrestle?
right, but where does Space Jam fit into this?
Number 1.
Top
Oh
two.
yeah.
Out of all those Space Jam.
How did the top two?
Well,
One A and one B.
tied for second. Aladdin and Toy Story.
Yeah.
And the number
I'm-
one
I'm-
is Space Jam.
That makes the rest of the list bearable for me. Yeah, Aladdin and Toy Story, 1B, 1A.
We can't do it like this, guys. We need a definitive answer.
All right.
What?
Guys, definitive answer.
Aladdin
Definitive
or Toy
answer.
Story?
Aladdin.
We went through this already. How do we
Aladdin.
decide?
I mean, I'm
what-
not gonna
Aladdin.
argue
Oh,
it. So
Okay, Aladdin's
That's
number
cool.
one.
Calling an end to this damn match.
I will not. I'm stubborn.
you
Okay.
won.
So rounding out our list of
Dan
top
doesn't feel
Disney.
like I won when I look at 11 through 4.
All right, calm down, Troy. Rounding out our
Top
list
11.
of top 11. Well, top 12 if you include Space Jam, which isn't technically. But top 11 Disney animated films of the 90s. 11 Pocahontas, 10 Tarzan, 9 Mulan, 8 A Bug's Life, 7 A Goofy Movie, should have been 3, 6 Toy Story 2, 5 Hercules, 4 The Lion King, 3 Beauty and the Beast, 2 Toy Story, 1 Aladdin, honorable mention Space Jam. Wins the tournament.
The Dark Horse coming out of center field. I don't know. That's classic baseball reference for Space Jam. Right?
Those horse races.
All right, that was my topic. Dan,
Man, Jordan, you gonna need
What's
a
your
tennis
topic?
racket for that one, or whatever that announcer says when he's like.
Well, it's
You could've
kind of.
hit
I'll
that
go
with
back
a
to the
tennis
Guy
racket.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri?
Guy
Okay.
Fieri.
Okay.
Sort of related to that.
Oh, first,
So there was a
I'm
okay,
sorry to
just
interrupt
go.
you.
thumb wrestling. what?
Anyone that hasn't seen Shane Torres's stand-up bit about Guy Fieri should do it immediately. That's all I'll say.
All right.
I don't know who that
Plugging
is.
Shane Torres out there.
So there was a Travel Channel show on. It was one of those food shows, and they were at a place in Philadelphia, cheesesteak place, and they had a sign on the wall where it told you how to order, what language to use, and all this stuff, and
Oh,
they'd
like,
get
to
like
get what
mad
you
if
want.
you didn't use it.
Instead of extra cheese, it's like
So like if you were in Chicago and you went and like, yeah, let me get 3 dogs, run it true to God. Like it was some like
Exactly.
slang
Yeah.
term like
ketchup
that.
only.
And
Run it true to
Get
God.
out of here, sir. You are not allowed.
They wouldn't call you sir. They'd call you slur.
I just think it's
Scum.
ridiculous that
And like they just wouldn't take your order if you didn't say it like that.
I don't know about that, but like people act like they're pissed off.
Well, then you get tomato. They store tomatoes.
Oh, like
at
so
you.
it's like a
And
whole.
like make
it's like
fun
a whole.
of you if you don't order the right way or
Okay,
use
so,
their
so it's
lingo.
like Ed DeBevick's, but like if you don't act like them, then that's when they
Except
give you shit.
like Ed DeBevick's, they're just like
assholes all the
acting.
time. Yeah. Oh, so this isn't acting.
No, this is just like Philadelphians. Like if you don't say the right words, then they're
Just
just
be-
like, oh,
like they reserve the right to be an
dumbass
asshole.
tourist.
Okay.
He's not from you.
I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous, and
So what the guy?
I thought, yeah, I
It's
thought you were
kinda
gonna go
like-
somewhere
Guy
with this.
Fieri in this.
I mean, it's kind of like if you go into a Chicago hot dog place and they have the signs that
Like no ketchup.
don't ask for ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
Gene and
Give a
Jude's.
shit if
Gene and
someone
Jude's.
wants ketchup on their hot dog just because.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. I like ketchup.
But at the same time, it's kind of like a marketing technique. Like, cause like
it is.
every time we think
It's
of
an
that, we think of
extremist.
Gene and Jude's.
It's an
It's
extremist
like, yeah, dude,
view.
don't go there if you want ketchup on your hot dogs.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
we all know that.
Extremist view. What if you bring your own ketchup in, then you just get arrested?
Possession of an awful
They fucking
weapon.
they tackle you.
Because they don't have ketchup. I think that's the thing.
Well, the thing is-
Yeah, they're actually too
You don't-
cheap to buy
Yeah.
ketchup, those fuckers.
they're allergic to vinegar.
Their menu
Shoot 'em out.
consists of like tamales, hot dogs, and I think French fries. That's their whole menu.
Oh, that's right. You gotta have ketchup if you got fries in the building. You know, you just can't not have ketchup.
Well, the
around.
thing is, there's a McDonald's like around the corner or something, and you can buy if you go in there to get ketchup, it's like 50 cents a packet,
Oh yeah.
just because they know people are gonna come and pay it.
Oh, hilarious.
Do you think McDonald's is giving a little bit of that juice back to Gene and Jude's or something?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Except
I
for
just think
Gene
it's
owns
ridiculous.
that McDonald's and Jude.
I also
Will
think it's
never let a
ridiculous when
restaurant.
restaurants like invent their own lingo.
Oh, it's
Kind of like
it's
I
their
hate
own
going
thing.
to Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
I don't go to Starbucks.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
But
I
part
know
of the reason I don't is because I think it's
no,
ridiculous.
every
What
time I
size
They
do you
go,
invent
large?
sizes.
Can I have
e-
a medium, please?
every
What is
time-
that?
every
Paul
time I
Rudd
go-
from Role Models.
every time I go to Starbucks, I
What?
always say small, medium, or large. Every time, and then now they actually give it to you. Before they'd be like, "Oh, you mean venti?" Just because like they're trained to like correct you. But now like they've been lenient on it.
It's just like a shitty marketing.
Yeah, it's
ploy.
really shitty.
They got to get that Julian guy involved.
Oh, yeah, if they want to get that advertising.
Please don't call back
bucks
to
up,
that.
What are some other examples
Don't
of that
get
though?
me started.
We-
Gentlemen,
we've moved
gentlemen,
past that
gentlemen.
fun
Imagine
guys.
it in big lights.
I mean, I think there's
Julian
exceptions, like In and Out. Their special lingo you use,
Yeah.
but it's
Really?
for terms
Yeah.
that like don't
Like
already
animal
have
style.
names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the menu ordering. How do you feel
Like
about
I
that?
guess you could say like with like,
Extra
grilled
bacon
onions
grease.
and whatever else is in
Yeah,
it,
that's called,
mustard.
it's called animal style.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's kind of an exception because they gave something that doesn't have like a term.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm for it, just because
Ketchup.
people seem to like it. Like I won't go to Ed DeBevick's because their food's probably trash, and that's right.
I don't
Ed.
think they're even
That's right,
around
Ed.
anymore.
You heard me. Yeah, probably because their food is trash.
I went there one time for somebody's birthday in high school, but I don't remember it at all.
So it's
So
not
that's another
memorable
thing.
trash food.
It's a place that's completely about the gimmick,
Yeah.
and their food is trash.
Hey,
I like gimmick stuff though.
what about deep dish pizza?
Oh shit.
I don't like it.
that's Kurt's
Oh
topic.
boy.
That is my topic, guys. Why the fuck is
Weird.
your sauce on your cheese? Okay, you're backwards.
No. You got it all wrong.
Dude, there's just far too much cheese. Might as well just eat cheese sticks. Just wrong. I don't know.
Man, do you not like cheese sticks?
I don't
Here.
like cheese sticks.
Are you still anti-milker over here?
Generally, except pizza is my only exception.
And breast milk.
I also got a hot
I
take.
do still breastfeed.
Got a hot take when it comes to pizza. I think the true Chicago style pizza is
If you
the
say
square
pineapples,
slices.
Square slices?
oh yeah, I agree. I agree with the square. I don't think that's the
Is that a
true
thing?
Chicago style.
I think it
I
is.
think it is.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it
for
not
sure.
like?
Because name a pizza place like in the Chicagoland area where you can't get it.
It's true,
Well,
but like
Papa
John's
everybody
has the
knows us for
option.
deep dish.
Square?
No,
Deep
deep,
dish is
dish.
triangles.
Yeah,
Right, I'm saying everyone
Like
outside of
Boschi's?
Chicago thinks that's the
but
We're
thinks
all
of that
wrong.
when you think of Chicago style. I don't really give a shit.
Every time at work, people are always ask like, "Oh, you're in Chicago. What do you like? Is the pizza good out there?" I was like,
It's so
"I don't
fucking
like deep
good.
dish," and they're like, "Oh." Next conversation topic, and they just move on. It's really weird.
There you go. And they turn
And no one ever
around.
cares about. No one knows the hot dogs. They're always like, "Oh, is it pizza? Pizza, It's hot dogs, man."
Now, like, you do like thin crust pizza, though, right?
Yeah,
And you have to admit, Chicago thin crust pizza is good.
yeah.
it is
compared
very
to
good.
a lot of
Yeah.
places. Yeah, like we were in Denver. I remember,
yeah.
I remember just asking
Yeah.
to the bus. I'm like, "Yo, Tim, is there like any good pizza around here?" And like 3 people turn around. There's like, "There's not." Like just strangers were just like,
Yeah,
no.
I feel like there
We went
your
to-
best option is going to like Domino's or
Yeah,
something, just somewhere you
Papa
know
J's.
is decent.
the
Like,
pizza we got.
We got
We should've
two.
done
We went to
Domino's.
2 pizza places.
They
One
suck.
of which was not good. The other one was okay. We went in. And he goes, "What was that deal?" He's like, $10 for this.
Oh,
Like some weird pizza that someone didn't pick up."
Yeah.
And the guy comes in. He's like, "Oh, you didn't get this pizza?" He's like, "Yeah, I just wanted a slice." And he's like, $10 this pizza,
yeah.
full pizza.
Should have done that.
And it sounded very unappetizing, so nobody bought it.
We should have done that.
I remember one time I ordered
Should've
Domino's and I called and I asked him, I was like, "Yeah, can you cut that into squares?" And the guy,
What's a square?
like no, no,
Advanced geometry. I cannot do.
no, he was just like, it was like silent for like 2 seconds. He goes, we don't do that," and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And now you can if you order
We don't
online,
have the
you can choose.
equipment.
yeah, if you.
We don't have.
Right, we don't have the manpower. No, but like if you order online, you can choose square or triangle cut. And one time I chose square and it came in triangles, and I so badly wanted to just like, "Hey,
Return this.
I'm not paying
You
for
guys,
this.
you guys screwed up. My
this
pizza.
isn't what I paid for."
Yeah, you guys screwed up my pizza. It didn't. You didn't cut it at all. I've gotten uncut pizza before.
Yeah, people
I've
forget
had
to do
that, too.
I've forgotten to cut someone's pizza back in high school.
Oh.
And they just come back and they're like, "This isn't cut," and I just go, "That was me."
Well, you have a knife, right? You cut your own pizza.
If you
I didn't have the
when
balls to
It's an
say
extra
that.
when
$2
you worked-
to cut it.
when you worked at that pizza place, did you
That
ever
pizza place, come on, let's get pizza so
pizza Countryside, Illinois?
Our
Just got
sponsor,
some new-
Pizza Pizza.
He's got some new followers on Instagram. The owner, his wife, they're cool people. They're really nice people.
They're really killing it on the social media game, I hear.
Thanks, guys.
Tell the
Right by the-
listeners their names.
I like how we should first point out that there's no storefront. It's the back of a store.
Oh yeah, it's
Next
no,
to
it's not even.
next to a currency exchange.
And a psychic.
Hey, it's
reader.
like, and you have to like walk through an alley if you
Yeah.
come from the main
You
road.
can't.
If
see
you
this
don't
from
if you
any
don't
street.
if you don't come from the alley, you have to walk in between 2 buildings that's like 4 feet wide.
Yep, and then you gotta
To
go
get to-
to the currency
It
exchange because
honestly
they only accept
amazes me.
pesos there.
It amazes me that place is still in business, just in the fact that there's no signage anywhere really.
they're
so,
living
like-
on Italian ice benefits.
It's really it's a word of mouth. It's a word of mouth type place.
That's the real horse of driving the business. Our Italian ice game in the summer.
That's true. You can't really make too much on it.
And I would
But
syrup
anyway-
the shit out of it. I'm surprised people weren't getting tummy aches, and they probably were. So
Anyway, working at
diabetes.
that place, did you ever have people like you made a pizza, delivery driver takes it, and they bring it back?
Pizza return.
not that I can remember. We've had people not show, and then we just eat it. More often than not, we would forget to send pizzas that they ordered.
That
was like,
wait, what?
It'd be like, oh, this person ordered a pizza, and they're like, oh, we want it for delivery, but it got marked as like, so it's just sitting there.
For hours?
Sits there, yeah, it's in a pizza warmer. It's in like an oven in the cardboard
What
box.
would happen in that situation? Would you guys just give it to them for free? Because like at that,
I would leave before the owner or his son left, but they would just be sitting there. I imagine he probably took them home. They would just take them home.
I wonder how often people actually get the pizza delivered and then tell the guy to wait while they open up the pizza and look at it to make sure it's you just grab it, give him his tip, and leave. You never like sit there and just like inspect this pizza. It's like, well, can you cook this a little bit more? It's a little underdone.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Actually, Jeff Hornacek's parents apparently fucking the pickiest people. They would like return pizzas.
Like so like they'd pay. Like, they'd get inside, open it, and call you guys and be like, yeah, you got to get your delivery guy out here to get this pizza.
Oh. Like, it was more of just, like, they would call and complain and then ask
Bigger
for,
question,
like, the next pizza to be free.
Why were the Hornaceks getting pizza
from Pizza?
There?
Yeah.
Best in town.
Good
I think they can afford better pizza.
It's a good value.
Especially in that area.
It is a value-driven
So they deliver out here, right?
Yes.
Call them up.
For Troy. I mean, they follow Troy on Instagram, so they probably...
delivery.
No fucking way. Oh, okay. That'd be insane.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Oh my.
Did anyone order the pizza via drone delivery when Silicon Valley did their like promo?
They did.
Did anyone do that?
I didn't do that.
Didn't it was an Amazon thing?
Yeah, Amazon does that.
Amazon does do drone deliveries in some locations.
No, Silicon Valley, the show, right?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
they had like
an
a
episode
Twitter
of Silicon
thing.
Valley where there was a startup that delivered pizza slices via drone.
Cold pizza slices. It's just
So
constant air being blasted on the pizza.
So to promote the show, they were delivering free pizzas.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, off Twitter, right?
Yeah.
So that Twitter account, GoFood, God, I'm giving it away. I win so much shit from that Twitter account.
Yeah, don't
because
if I need to get
say it again, louder.
No,
stop.
so essentially
Bleep this out in post.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Anyway, this Twitter account, like 2-3 times a week, they're always doing like giveaways. And since we live in a major city, 9 times out of 10 they deliver to our area, whether it's our apartment or it's Elise's work. But we've gotten so much shit. Like, I have multiple Twitter accounts set up to like tweet at them. They just tweet back. I click the link and they send the shit to us. Like, I got Thor Ragnarok autographed posters. I have a Jeff Goldblum. I should find it because it's fucking hilarious.
Jeff Goldblum's
like you just
Thor poster signed by Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Like no, but it has Jeff Goldblum on the poster. It's a Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Because he's in the movie.
Yeah.
I got 2 Chris Hemsworth ones. I gave one to David Rachinski. But yeah, like I've gotten so much shit, like T-Mobile stuff, like towels and like cooler bags and like iced coffee cups. Yeah, that Twitter's awesome. But one time, Elise, we won something from the X-Files because like the show was airing, so they did a promo. But anyway, like
just gonna fill in.
I was like. Elisa's like, yeah, my package is outside. I'll be back. Because normally, like, we'll text during work or whatever. And she sends me a Snapchat. A fucking drone delivered it to her on State Street in downtown Chicago.
To her hand, like drops it in her hand.
Oh, no, it, like, dropped it, like, right in front of her and then flew away. And, like, she's like, I've never been so, like, embarrassed in my life because people were just staring at her.
That is amazing.
Like, she was from the fucking future.
Dude, she came from the goddamn
Yeah, like, she just ordered a fucking X-Files box that was like this big by this big.
I would just be mouth would be
all it had in it was a T-shirt. But like they delivered it by drone, and then like I guess she got it and opened it.
That's even legal. I cannot believe.
Well, no. So the thing is, the guy that delivered it by drone was like a block away watching. So it wasn't like a fucking some dude in a room.
Like a 2-mile drone ride.
No. So then like as she was walking back into her building, the guy that flew the drone walked over and was like, "Hey, like, how'd you find out about this?" Like. Because I don't know like what company he works for. If he's just like an independent contractor, he's like, "Hey, I have a drone."
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, go deliver these shirts to these addresses right now." So I have no idea. How do you get into that business?
That is very weird.
He was just standing like a block away with a remote control, knew the address, and like send like the Uber Eats like notification saying, "Hey, your food or your package is here."
That's so weird.
I get that. If he's a block away, why does he need the drone? What are you?
It's just it's all promo because it's X-Files, drones, fucking aliens, you know.
Yeah, dude, they're dropping off.
So it was all because it's smart promo because Elise took a video of it and then posted it to Twitter with the hashtag.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. That actually, yeah. All right.
But yeah, the
With
number
social
of
media game.
the number of times we've gotten free pizza from that Twitter account is insane. Like there was one time we didn't know what we were getting, so we just did it, and then it's like, oh, your delivery will be there soon. We got like $150 worth of pizza between me, Elise, and Richie.
What?
Just delivered to our door. Like we heard the doorbell, we're like, oh, that must be the delivery, and we go down there, and this guy just has a bunch of pizzas.
What?
We're like, what the fuck? And then
That's
the guy, he hands me the pizza the very first time, hands me the pizzas and goes, says the total, and I was like, what? And I was like, I think that should be paid for. And he looks back at it, he's like, oh yeah, you're right.
Whoa. What if
He's just trying to make
he's
a
just trying to
lot of
con
sense.
you?
Yeah, just ringing doorbells, trying to
You just
take
didn't-
this pizza
You just
off.
don't tip him.
I thought you were gonna
No,
say
I tipped him just because I was like,
Yeah, that's insane.
tip him
Yeah.
a lot, yeah.
That's like at least a $30, $40 tip right there.
yeah, we've won a bunch of shit from that Twitter account. Bunch of stuff.
Unnamed Twitter
Alright,
account.
Kurt.
Yes, do not name
Kurt,
that
what is
name.
your topic?
We already discussed deep dish, so
That was your
That was your
topic?
topic?
No way.
no, I know. It didn't have a specific topic other than deep dish.
All right, anything
Well,
else?
Can we just talk about maybe dishware that's very deep?
Nope. Can't do it.
Hey, what about baking dishes? Because who designed those? Like, why is it at Pyrex? You know,
What's the history of baking dishes?
Guys, you're right up my alley. No, what's the last thing you guys baked?
chicken breast?
Okay.
Baked?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A cake?
Um,
Brownies?
I think me and Elise baked
Pizza.
brownies last week
Probably a
because
pizza.
usually we cook everything on the stove. Unless it's chicken, we usually bake it.
I
Pizza.
did some
We
sweet
did not eat
potatoes
any
and
chicken this
potatoes.
week. Oh yeah, you did do that. That was Sunday, right?
Oh no.
Some,
Maybe?
some,
No.
someday.
Tomorrow's Sunday. This stuff
No,
is
no,
like-
last Sunday.
Someday.
No, that was like Wednesday.
right.
What?
Someday.
Is that a stroke song?
The Modest Yahoo
I was
song?
gonna say.
Wait.
That's all we got.
The Modesty House.
Yeah, it's
I don't
called
think-
it's called Someday.
Yeah, but then what's the other one that we would always sing? Like, it was like his third album, and it was like,
Chop 'em down.
no, not John. That was like the good stuff, but it was like one song where it was just like, now this is terrible podcast.
All right, well that does it for episode 24 of Almost Random,
Almost.
the show.
Remember that Modesty Yahoo song?
Yeah, you
We'll
can
bring
find
it
us
in
on
at-
Twitter at
One day?
Almost Random with 2 M's. Email us a topic at thearpodcast@gmail.com. I'm Joel Campos. You can find me at Twitter at Campos63.
I'm Troy Mestamaker. I don't know any of my handles, but it's either Troy Boy something or T Mestama something, and just work with it from there.
I'm Dan.
Yeah,
I'm
4 is involved in the numbers.
I'm not gonna give out my social media.
Likewise, they call me Pockets, so you can find me.
Just search pockets on Google.
Yeah.
Google Images.
Yeah.
You'll find this picture. Yeah, so the plan is to do this once a week. Who knows if that'll happen?
I want to do it.
I say
I don't
4
want to
times a
know
week.
that.
You know what? I'm saying fucking every weekday.
Yeah, so we
Get
will
off
be right here on YouTube bi-daily. And
Just gonna film like 10 episodes in a row right now.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, all right, wardrobe change.
Stay tuned for next week. Episode 11 will be coming out.
Ooh,
Where we will be
Make-
talking about
oh wish.
what? What are we discussing?
You'll just have to
I'm
see.
thinking
No
we talk
idea.
about DuckTales the show along with different types of ducks and their tails.
Yeah, actual ducks and
What's the history of those?
What's the
Troy will
history of-
tell us in way too much
all right,
detail.
well that does it.
I
Aladdin
like
is the number
that.
1 movie. That's all you need to know.
of all
Do you guys
time.
ever have duck? You guys ever have duck before?
Goodbye.
It's really
I
good.
have had a full roasted duck before. It's great.
Really?
Where?
Yeah, it's like dark chicken.
It was at a really nice
delicious.
Italian restaurant, and for some reason the whole duck was the cheapest thing on the menu, and I was like, yeah, give me the cheapest thing on the menu. And it was a full duck.
What?
It was like $18. I was like, oh,